It's all fucked because it's all loosely paraded around in a bag, shooken up, ingredients are mixed.
Yeah, I know. I'm sick of this shit, bro. Every time we go fucking get some food, they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's all in there," and then fucking like I don't get it. Taco Bell doesn't serve fucking chili. Why is there chili in the bag, and why is nothing in a wrapper? Loose in a bag.
Fucking the last time I went to Chick-fil-A, they finally gave me a fork for my fucking mac and cheese. I was like, cool, dude. This is only like the fifth time I've gotten mac and cheese, and it's the first time I've gotten a fork. I guess today I look human enough to not eat mac and cheese with my hands.
This is Mondani's America now, bro. You eat it with your hands.
Of all the places, I'd expect that type of shit from fucking McDonald's and Taco Bell and KFC and all that shit. I didn't really expect it from Chick-fil-A.
I fucking can't wait to.
But every time the mac and cheese is, for the next meal or whatever. So I'm like, well, I'm be home. I got a fork, whatever. And I just fucking walk out.
It's about the principle.
Yeah. I'm ordering mac and cheese. It should come with a fork.
Yeah. I paid for the rest of the microplastics. Give me.
Or a spork, whichever.
Nah, fuck that. Get out of here with that.
Come on. It's the new wave.
I can't wait until the next time I go to Chick-fil-A. I'm going to start getting combos, which I rarely ever do. I think I have once.
Yeah.
I'm going to start getting combos. For the drink, I'm going to be like, for my drink, can I get a cup of cheese sauce? And then when they bring it out to me, if they let me do it, if they don't, I'm going to raise a stink.
Yeah.
I'll be like, how much is the cup of cheese sauce? How much is the combo portion of the drink? I'll pay the difference. Come on here. And then when they bring it out to me, you're pulled up next to the whole big door opening where you can see them all working and shit. I'll be like, thank you, my pleasure. And then I'll pop open that fucking cheese and take a sip. Oh yeah, pull away.
Oh, that's the stuff. Just pull up. Some of them people is good old Christian folk. You're getting very much confused them.
I'm like, oh, sweet. Mother's milk.
Some people are working there because some people are working there because they just need a job and they think Chick-fil-A is not a half bad establishment. But some people are specifically working there because they're a Christian-based company.
Crusaders. They're like, you know what? I want to work a minimum wage job or slightly more than that. I think they pay a little more.
I think they pay slightly more.
I don't know how, because they have 45 people in there at all times.
Because they're making big.
Yeah, I guess so. The drive-thru moves quick for having 85 people in it.
When Mickey D's sells a meal at $15 and they can only manage to push fucking 8 cars through that drive-thru an hour, they can only afford to have so many people.
Yeah, that's true.
But when Chick-fil-A sells a meal for $15 and they push 80 people through, they got a little bit of extra funding for the crew.
Hot water here go?
Oh, that's been there for like 2 weeks. I have no idea. I don't even think that's ours.
That's crazy.
Because I'm pretty sure nothing has changed with the hot water. So
just scrap it.
I hope it's not ours. Otherwise, we apparently didn't need a hot water tank then. I'm sure if that was ours, that would be something that Cyberpunk Santa would have been like, hey, you want to give me a hand? And I'm like, yeah, yep, totally, yes. No,
gonna get my job. Kid just said, or dude, just said, brother, that is great. And I told him like my other job that I made up that doesn't exist to leave. But I left the right way. I left the notice and everything, filled it out for probably only. I probably of the notices I've given, I probably haven't filled out half. And then he said, brother, that is great. You did very good there, and you left the right way, so I know they would be down. So that's awesome. Well, fuck yeah!
Now he's gonna hit you with you're gonna be here in 2 hours, right?
Nah, he didn't even say. I was waiting for him to be like, yo, if you need to fucking, if you could probably, I'll hit, or I was waiting because he took so long between texts to be like, yo, I just talked to him. He said, come through if you need, we need you. He's like, I'll be there. Halloween's busy as shit there, but it's so like everywhere the line in the pizza side gets so backed up that you take like 2, maybe 2 deliveries at a time when you actually get to go. And they try to have everyone working, but it sounds like they don't have as many. So maybe it'd be better tonight with no drivers. But you still like take 1, 2 at a time, and then by the time it's like, unless you're staying the whole night, like by the time you like the last few years I've done it, every time I take like fucking 6 deliveries tops, and I'm like, this was bullshit, dude.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that the old fucking blue box company didn't want me to fucking whip packages tonight because on Wednesday my boss texted me. I normally by like Tuesday or Wednesday, like once I know what I got going on that weekend, like especially now with the move going on and all
Yeah.
that, like if I got out move or something. So like Tuesday or Wednesday on my lunch break, I normally text them and be like, "Hey, you got anything for whatever days I'm available?" And this week on Wednesday, he texted me first, like right before. I'm sure they realized like what time I normally take my lunch, so he texted me like right before my lunch, and he was like, "You want an extra shift this week?" And I told him I was like, "I'm available Friday and or Saturday." And then he took like a while to get back. He didn't text me until almost like the very end of my lunch, and he was like, "Saturday work?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I mean, well, I wanted to say, "Yeah, that was one of the 2 days," but I was like, "Yeah, that works." But I was real surprised when he said Saturday because I was like, "Ooh, that means I don't gotta like hit any 12-year-olds on Friday. That's cool."
It is fun though, dodging people. That's my favorite part about delivering stuff on Halloween.
I about to text you one night to see if you knew what the fuck was going on because I know you got kids and you're the only person that I talk to regularly with kids now. But
So Brendan
I
died?
want to
What
say it was
happened?
like Monday or Tuesday night or something. I was in some neighborhood. It right
We're
about.
going out.
Okay, it did go out. I just fucking hit it.
I
Though.
was going out when I hit it, I think.
Yeah, I was in
Seeing
this
if I
little
was going.
neighborhood that I'm always in by Fairbout and shit. But right around like 5:30, all of a sudden, just people started coming out. It was rated. It was rated like I mean, not downpour, but it was rated like this. And they were just out walking around, and kids wearing costumes and shit. But it was like full on daytime and shit.
That's
And they
weird.
weren't going to doors. They were just walking down the streets and crossing the road. All I had to drive like
Maybe
five
they were
miles an
heading
hour.
to a trunk or treat.
Oh yeah, I guess if it was close enough, they could
Because
have
I,
walked.
I saw like last weekend at the church up the road from me, one of
Because
them.
you only gotta drive your car if you're gonna give out
Yeah,
candy.
there was I kept driving by it because I was driving around smoking and shit. And I saw in the back corner of this one church cars that had been there like twice. I passed by the site. What the fuck are they doing? That's why I saw the kids. I was like, oh, that's why all the fucking hoods.
Yeah, I
Back,
forgot all about that. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure my route is in between like two schools too, and I normally because I know how delivering to any place of anybody that's currently also on the clock goes. It's exactly the last priority, even though you're the ones that need this fucking thing from me.
Yeah.
So fucking, I normally do like any businesses or schools first. So I probably did that school before lunch, and I wasn't even in the area after that. So I probably didn't see all the cars lined up with
You
their
you letting them
candy out.
fuck you up trying to be a bad kid. I used to. Now I would skip around when it's stupid shit. Like when you show me your thing, it's like 151 in the neighborhood across the street from
Oh, that
182.
picture I saw you. That was a. I wish I would have taken it at the beginning of the day because I was already. I think if you look
Yeah,
at, I was on like stop 20
it
at that
wasn't
point.
one or two, but that's
Within
the
the
same
first
thing.
fucking like 8 stops, I would have had the. I'm sure you don't exactly remember, but there was like this little part way over to the left that was underneath the Staples I had to go to. That's a whole apartment complex. And it's one whole complex. It's Kingsway and
Yeah,
Queensway. And they wanted me like every 3 stops. I would do 3 stops in the apartment complex. Then they wanted me to drive down the road to the one I was
yeah,
currently at, do a couple there, then drive
yeah.
back, then drive back, then
They,
go to Staples, then
yeah.
drive. I
And
was
so
like, I
it's
am not going up and down
no.
this road 6 fucking
They always
times.
try to route you like, oh hey, you're on the neighborhood on this side of the major road going through the area. Cross back over to the other side after 3, and then come back to this. No. So when I get shit like that, yeah, I would jump around. Like if I pulled up to my first, because I would just go to the first bag. I like you're supposed to. I do it.
Yeah.
I do it in order because Amazon's supposed to know better. The computers know more than me, right? AI, blah blah blah. So I'm like, fuck it. But when it was gonna put me out like that, I'd be like, all right, yeah, obviously no. But I would go through and I would look because you know how it would say time deliveries. It's a
Mhm.
different icon and shit, blue or
Yeah.
whatever with the little and shit like
Yeah.
that. Businesses certain times would mostly have them. I would go through and they're like they got them shits at the end, toward the end of my back half of my shit. I'm not hitting them first because I'm hoping that you close at 4 or 5 o'clock and I pull up and go, well, I can't leave it outside, and then fucking that's going back. And then I go, what do? I can't leave it there.
If they're at the end, like if I see some shit where it's like stop 181 is a time stop and they supposedly need it by like 4 or 5 o'clock, and my route doesn't go near there, no, I don't go out of the way and go down there. But if I'm literally, because most of the time, any fucking stops like that, because of like how the neighborhood, because they have me normally going to like Fairmount Fair as the businesses, and but I'm also delivering in that neighborhood behind it. So I'm like, all right, I'm knocked those out the way. It's fucking, 1 or 2 in the afternoon. The traffic ain't bad at the moment. I'll knock them out instead of, because my other option is, A, I still have to go there to mark it as undeliverable, even if they are closed. But now I have to deal with the traffic.
Do that.
And I'm like,
fuck that. That way I know I don't have to rescue if I got to deal with the traffic too, if that adds time. See, I was doing it like, I'm not trying to do my job good, ever. I'll do my job enough. I don't think anybody should, unless it's like important and you're getting paid well. You know what I mean? Like yes, maybe? My job, it's important because, I could, if I was fucking up, people could, crash and do harm to themselves or possibly death. So I take it seriously in that regard. But like, I'm not going to, any other job, like I do, this is probably the job I do the most, like extra. But any other thing, I don't give a fuck. Packages, fuck you. So
yeah, this job, the
reason,
one where we sit here and just ramble.
Well, no. I like this. I put work into this. I think all day about fucking bits and voices. What's Bayou guy gonna say today? I know I should though. I should have fucking. We do a scripted podcast. I know we joked about it before and act like we didn't, but it is all scripted.
This is a fully scripted
talking
podcast.
Over each other and shit. We sound like we just remember something. We forget. It's all scripted.
Yeah, it's all written out. That's why this will likely never be a video-based podcast, because then you guys would see the teleprompter.
Yeah, I can't remember 2 hours.
The sub isn't huge. Fucking the teleprompter will make its way into a shot, and then
and if it dies, we're fucked.
Yeah, we can't pause it. It'll look all obvious.
Nah, we'll just blame the UN. Be like, they shut it off. They wanted to stop the podcast.
It was getting too big to control.
Too big to fail.
So they said, drain the bag.
Okay, lighter just disappeared. That's cool. Oh.
I had to use it to relight it twice.
That's out I get.
Jesus Christ. You literally just said, the smoke was coming out your mouth.
It's not fully hitting.
You and these goddamn guppy blunts. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and it tastes like shit.
Scoobers.
Yeah, but if it, like what you're saying, well, I'm right there. No, I would go no. Because I have to go into a different bag. I have to unzip a different tote. I got to go into green 528 to get those 3 or 4 fucking businesses. So I'm not doing that shit. Because also I have the first bag I'm working out of. Usually the first bag, but not always. Sometimes I'd be like, nah, fuck that. Also, if there was a bunch of businesses at the beginning or apartments, in the first bag, that's not the first bag no more. I'll skip till I get to the neighborhoods.
I don't. The businesses I'm 50-50 on, because yes, 95% of them suck ass and they take way longer than they need to and all that. But I'm like, whatever. I guess it's part of the fucking job. But the apartments, though, if I can, I will do those first. But that's for myself, because I know if I just ate lunch or some shit and then within 10, 20 stops I gotta hit them apartments, I'm gonna feel like ass the rest of the day, because now not only is my belly sore, but my thighs and my calves are sore, and I'm just gonna be fucking crawling ass. And while I don't want to go out and be doing rescues, I don't want to be the one getting rescued.
No,
either.
I'd rather be getting rescued. I'd much rather be getting rescued. Because I worked.
I'd rather
you can
just
pitch that if you're good. Because I'm done. That fucking was gross after being relit 3 times. It just tastes like resin to me. And I already had a headache. So.
I'll finish my route without getting rescued, but I don't want to go rescue.
No, I don't want to go rescue. I'd rather be getting rescued, though. Yeah, it wasn't frequent that I would be getting rescued, but I love it when I fucking... Once I got 2 people. I think only one time.
I don't know. I'm just taking a big guess here, but I think the other night I got rescued, but I didn't need a rescue. It was they fucked up, because I had told them at the beginning of the day. It was I had 20 something bags that day, and my 5th or 6th bag wasn't there. Yeah. I was on the van and somebody else was fucking throwing them up there to me or whatever, so I never knew. So I called them and I was like, yo, I checked every bag on this van. I don't have a blue 877. what do you want me to do? And they were like, well, just go to the end of that one and just skip it for now. And then if you have an extra bag that has maybe maybe they scanned the wrong bag or something.
Yeah, they always do that shit. They always act like you're going to find it.
And so I knew that wasn't going to happen. Oh, I remember I had 22 bags because I remember after I checked and I saw I didn't have them, I was like, all right, so what, am I going to get to the end here and they're going to want me to drive way far out to deliver some other shit? So I counted, I only had 21 bags.
Good.
So I had all my bags. I was literally so I didn't worry about it. But yeah, after I think it was like 6:30 or something, they sent me a rescue because they didn't remember that I told them I don't have one of my bags. So like they saw that I had like 40 something stops left, but I actually only had like 20.
Dude, the best day I ever had there was I showed up and they told me I was going to be floating.
I've been hoping for one of those days because I know we have enough people that not every day, but multiple days a week, there's several floaters. Yes. Because I can tell they're the ones that don't get in vans and they just stand there the whole time and wait till we leave. Yeah.
And then they set me out. So like everybody leaves and then I wait for them all to leave and then I hang I literally they had me hang out in the warehouse for a little bit with them, like over by the desks, the DSPs. Yeah. And they're like, all right, so you're going to head to, once they all left and started pulling out of station and getting gas and then go, because we had to get gas. You bad kids don't, for the most part. They start, and it took forever because everyone would have to use cliffs, basically, for the most part. Some DSPs would have.
That's the thing. It probably takes ever so slightly less time now because as far as I understand it, you can use anywhere now. Okay. At least we can.
But you also have electric.
But everybody goes to cliffs anyways, including EVs, because the EVs obviously aren't filling up. Yeah, they're going, they use the bathroom, they fucking buy food, they sit outside, have a cigarette.
But most of you had to get
cliffs,
gas
whenever, like, between probably, what would that be, like, between 10:30 and 11:30, every day of the week, cliffs.
It's hours. It's a couple hours. It's however long the loadouts are from the first DSP to the last, because everyone does it. But once they got going from all that, so I was hanging out for like 30 minutes. They're like, all right, you're going to go to Aaliyah, or it was like some chick with a hijab on. And then over in North Syracuse. And I took like 2 bags off of her, and then the overflow. Yeah. And then they sent me to a second person, and they sent me to a third. And then my day was done pretty soon. Like they sent me on probably 4 or 5 rescues. It was tight though. I was like, that's cool, man. I like not having the pressure. Like every time it's like, all right, 2. And then every person I show up to is like, yes! I'm so happy to see you.
That I would like to do it because then I know I'm making somebody's day better, except for because whenever I get a rescue, I'm like, oh, this person wanted to go home and they told me to come pick up some shit. So I know they're not happy.
That's why I quit the second one, the last one I worked at, because my cousin, well, she's like, we weren't, what did you call it? So we weren't blood cousins.
Cousins by marriage.
We were blood cousins. I guess we did that shit that they used to do when kids were my age. I was little, so I don't remember doing it. But it was a family that my parents knew. And they had 2 kids about the brother was older than me by a year or 2, and the sister was older than my sister. But so they would hang out and we would hang out. So we were, maybe there's another word for it. They would prick your finger, and then I don't know why, because it was the 90s. They knew about AIDS, but they pricked the kid's finger. You get a little prick, like you're taking blood, a little dot, and then you press them together. Like you're blood cousins or blood, like I don't know why. I don't know if it's maybe some WAP shit because they were Italians too. But
I don't. It's not legally binding, that's for sure.
Oh, it is.
I don't think it's not between children.
But so they are my cousin basically is how I refer to him. So the younger one died. The sister, well, she's my age, but she was the younger of those 2. She died suddenly, and she was literally my age.
SIDS fucking get you, man.
SIDS takes a while, but it'll creep up on you. But no, she died suddenly, and I heard there was the wake, and I was like, well, I told them that like the day of because I just happened suddenly, and my mom was like, oh, there's a wake. So I was like, yo, should we move?
Want to move?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to do the double tap?
No.
So she died, and I want to go to wake, and I told him the day of. I was like, yo, can I get out by like a reasonable time? It was like most of the end of the day. I was like, I need to go to this wake, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, that should be fine. And I was like, all right, thank you. And then I go do my route, and then it's getting closer and closer to the end of the day, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll try. We're gonna send someone out to rescue you. And I was having like a shit day too, where like I couldn't fucking. There were so many packages and like, businesses that weren't open. It was lagging ass. So I was like, all right, well, could you fucking ask them, like, what's going on? And then the dispatcher dude, he's a cool guy. He was like, fucking, oh yeah, well, I'm sending a rescue out now. So they sent this one dude, this black dude, and I was always cool with him. He was like a good worker and shit. I didn't really know him that much, but seemed like a cool guy. He was always talking about how he's gonna get his CDL and all this shit and get out of there.
Yeah.
So he showed up, and he took like 9 packages. And he's like, and I texted, he was saying, he's like, man, I've been rescuing all week. I'm always rescuing. He's like, I ain't taking that much shit. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm trying, you know what I mean? Sorry, like being kind of a dick, but not. And I was like, all right, dude, whatever. I'm not arguing with you. Like already over it. Yeah. So I tell the dispatcher, and I was like, he took 9 packages. That's nothing. It's like 3 stops. And he's like, I told him to take 9 stops. And I was like 9. He said back, I told him 9 or 10 stops. And I went, that's not anything to help either, really. It would be like double what I'm talking about, which is still nothing. And then I was like, well, that's all he took, man. And then he's like, all right, well, I'll try to see if I can find another rescue. And then I kept going for like another hour. And now it's like I had to get back from wherever I was, North Syracuse, back to drop off shit, do all that. And then I had to get across town, 690, all the way through the city to Solvay, which is kind of the city, but it's kind of its own town. Yeah. Past it all, it's the opposite side. So for the viewer, the listener that doesn't know. So I was like, all right, I waited till I had like just enough time, like 45 minutes to an hour. Well, from when I got, like, it was probably, so the drive back 20, I probably had like an hour, 20 minutes, hour and a half or whatever, or less. And I was like, fuck it. And I just texted the dude, no word, no nothing. I kept checking my app. I kept delivering. And I was like, fuck it, dude. I had mad shit still. And I was like, I texted him, I go, I'm coming back. And he's like, all right, man. And I came back. I was like, I got to go to this wake. And I got back and I dropped off like you do at the end of the night. Yeah. And they were like looking at me crazy because it was mad early and I had mad shit. Yeah. And then or they're probably used to it because probably that's what people do when they quit.
Yeah, I would assume that, well, if somebody quits and doesn't just straight leave the van somewhere.
And then I drove up and I parked the van and I think I might even pulled up the van outside of the door on the side? Mm-hmm. I went up, I think I pulled it up right there. And then fucking hopped out. And then and we were across the parking lot. So I was like, I'll fucking put you guys out and put myself out a little bit. Just like, I'll run, but fuck you. And I walked in the side door and I handed him my keys and my little bag with all my phone shit in it. And I was like, all right, man, I'm out of here. I was like, I've been good working with you. He's like, well, are you serious? And stood up and he's like, are you quitting? And I was like, yeah, dude, fuck this guy. I was like, you kidding me? Like this dude's letting like the owner and shit. And I was like, he's every fucking person who's like, oh, I gotta go see my parole officer. Can I leave at 4:30? It's every fucking, it's multiple days to them people, like throughout the whole time I worked there. Yeah. Which was only a few months each job. So at this particular DSP, it happened at both of them. But there were always people that do that in the stand-up. I gotta see my parole officer. I gotta get out at 4. You don't gotta see your goddamn parole officer. They're not gonna make you leave your job, which you have to have required by parole to not go back to not violate. They're not gonna make you fuck up your job to come see them. They'll do it after, or they'll come see you. I'm not that stupid. I know how it works. Yeah. I know how parole works. They're not gonna fuck up the point of parole.
So I think at the very, very most, like the most egregious I've ever heard of it from anybody or any kind of source is like, if you have like a crazy schedule where you are working all the time, they'll ask you when your lunch break is and they'll come meet you on your lunch break. Yeah.
So fuck out of here. And that's always fine because, God forbid if we upset the studs. Both DSPs I work. When I say stud, you know what I mean? Like a black girl. Yeah. Yeah. You upset one of them motherfuckers.
We have some.
Like, because that's part of the pool for labor for Amazon. They're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, people that are willing to physically exert themselves for minimum pay.
And they're the littlest motherfuckers, too. Yeah. Like, you can't tell if it's a young black boy or a girl, and you figure out kind of like, I think it's just one of them studs.
Most of them, they're studs, but they like kind of have their nails done still type shit.
Nah, this was like...
But there was one girl I was working with where I was like, I think that could be a dude, but I think it could also be. But what really tripped me out is the only reason I even paid attention to them in the first place is because one day we had pulled up into like the bays or whatever, and we were getting out, and they were parked next to me, and like as soon as they were like all clear, they walked in front of me, just a weed print shirt on, and I was like, oh shit, so I could just wear my clothes here?
Oh yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Yo, you know what's funny? I never brought this up. We gotta stop talking about it. It doesn't matter. Nobody's listening.
The listeners love it.
Nobody's listening. Do they? Do the three guys enjoy the Amazon
They
talk?
sound like fucking. I try to show. I don't think I showed you where, but
Get
just
me
the
in that
most
group
recent
chat, bro.
one, fucking.
Get me in a group chat.
You have to have Facebook for one.
Well,
but,
you guys don't use a fucking. You guys use a Facebook group chat?
Well, that's the only.
Because these bad
the
kids
only,
got Samsungs.
The only group chat that I'm in that is actually active anymore is between me, Pollard, Chris, and Rob. And I think in a week there might be like 3 to 4 worded messages
Oh, I'll get
sent.
it popping.
The rest are just videos that we
memes.
send. Yeah.
I just be sending some fucked up shit. I just copy whatever they do in the Lemon Party, the Patreon chat. Fucking. Oh, no, that. So remember I had a story about the my buddy who turned out to be gay and then told me he liked me. I was working at Amazon at one of the 2 DSPs I worked for one time, and I'm doing loadout. And you know how you ever, since you've been there, see when they're like showing new drivers, like they haven't watched loadout?
Yeah.
And so there'd be a group of people. So one time I see this kid waiting and watching, and then I was like what? And then like the next day or two, well, it must have been one of his first days work, and then we'd be past each other because his loadout must have been pulled up right behind us, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I just, in passing, and I went, "How are you, man?" Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not going to be a dick to you or anything, but, you know, I'm not going to chill with you or nothing. And then I never saw him again. So I was like, and I know from knowing him, too, I was like, he fucking couldn't handle it. He was like, fuck that. I almost want to go back into the pizza because I know he still works at that pizza place we both worked at. I was going to stop in there a couple times and be like, grab a slice of that pizza, see if they got it.
He was halfway through his shift. He had 100 stops left, and he said, I can't do this.
I know him. He probably fucking drove right back and parked the van and hopped in his car and then texted them like, hey, yeah, the van, the bags under the seat. Yeah. All the bags are in the back. Fuck you. Like, or just ignore them. But yeah, I had mine to go into that pizza shop, stop in and be like, you fucking, I saw you at Amazon, did you quit? And he'd probably be like, yeah, couldn't stand it. Like, I didn't last much longer.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I put in like a solid 4 or 5 months.
All jobs have their positives and negatives.
Between two
and I'm not saying that they're any better, but I will say that they are one of the places where if you're not fucking up and you're not causing the problems and shit, you generally get left alone.
Even then, you have a leash depending on what size DSP is and how many routes they're getting and how in danger they are of getting dropped by Amazon and shit and all that stuff. Because, like I was gonna say, like you were saying, I like showing up to rescue people because it's like, yeah, I'm helping them out. They'll feel happy. No, dude, this one time I told you, this kid Drew. I remember I talked about it before here. And I kept, every time I get a rescue, it was this kid for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And I showed up one time and he opened the doors as I pulled up, the back doors of his van. And when it swung open and I saw it was Drew, I went, you gotta be fucking kidding. Like I was addicted to this kid. And he was like on the verge of tears, like, what fucking is it? And he got all mad. He did like that crazy, like, fucking, like, oh, I thought he was going to hit his head on something shit.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking job. But that motherfucker was probably still there after I left. Because he hung on. Like, he was still there all the time. It was my second DSP, I think. And no, it was my first one because I kept seeing him after I left to the next one. Like, because we had close time, so I'd see him in the parking lot. So, yeah, fucking, that kid fucking... And then I try to be nice to him, like in passing, or if I'd see him in a warehouse at loadout or whatever, I'd be like, sup, Drew? And he would just never say anything back. Yeah, he fucking would not even talk to me. But,
never know.
My bad.
It might pay off to be nice to him.
That's what I'm saying. Don't shoot me, man. He had the look, too. Shaved head, small guy.
I'm just generally nice to pretty much everybody.
Me too, but it pissed me off. I was also like, the job stressed me out. It was probably nights where like I was cold. I was in the winter all the time, too. So I'm cold, wet, like my feet are wet. From walking 3 yards. Fucking, I've been, driving all day on like, Cortland, because that was the first job. I was in Cortland driving up fucking sketchy roads, like sliding down them and shit. Yeah. And then I finished my shit, and I'm like, I'm feeling good. Like, dude, I'm a good worker here, dude. I'm finishing these shits quick. And I know I'm not getting small roads. I'm not on no nurseries. I'm getting the same thing everybody else in my DSP would get in this area. And then fucking I show up to this kid. And it's like, nah, dude, but that kid kept his job. You can get rescued, and unless you're fucking up big time, they're like that kid Dom. He didn't get fired for sitting there for like 3 hours and definitely not finishing half his route because it was snowing. Everyone else drove.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to drive, I agree. And now they won't let you, apparently, and that's good. But that was a bad storm.
We'll see.
But like, you know what I mean? Going above and beyond doesn't get you no more pay. It doesn't get you nothing. That normal jobbies. Maybe in a career, yes. I don't know. I never had one.
Not in the one I was in. Fucking working harder and going above and beyond to not cause issues and just being an adult and handling shit yourself and not having to get fucking checked off by 8 different people that you're allowed to do your own fucking job.
Yeah.
Didn't really pay off any bit for me.
No, you have to fail upwards and get to a spot. I forgot what they call it, but it's like where you keep getting promoted to a point where you get to that last final position that you'll reach, and it's evident to you and everybody else that you, maybe not to you, but it's evident to whoever. They're not going to let go of you probably outright, but they'll keep you there. But you're going to be fucking up that job at least a little bit. Like, you're not the perfect person for it.
Yeah.
But that's where you'll stop. But people fail upwards all the time into decent jobs and just, careers or whatever. You get to, I want to fail upwards. I don't want to just keep being these people where they just like, they keep trying to fuck me. Like one of my earlier jobs, Target, the first time, when I tried to quit and they convinced me to stay. They were like, oh yeah, like the first time they asked me to train someone,
yeah,
I was like, nope. And they were like, well, everyone has to do it. And I went, well, I'd be getting trainer pay. And they went, we don't do that here. And I went, all right. And then they sent the person over and I went, and then, hey, this is so-and-so, he's going to help you out, walked away. And I went, listen, watch what I do. I'm not going to explain nothing. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I was like, but they're not paying me anything extra to train. And I don't fuck with that. So, and they were like, no, I get it. Like every time I had to do it, which is like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And guess what? Those people that I trained did their job just fine, which is good for obviously the Target, which, I wasn't trying, that wasn't my point. I wasn't trying to help Target out, but yeah. Just observing me, motherfuckers, without me doing shit other than being like, shut up and learn, watch. They serviceable at the same job later. They could pull forward stuff on shelves just like I could. They could reshop items just like I could.
Unbelievably.
Oh, you know what I would do though? I would tell them this shit like, because I'm a nice guy. The things I would say, and eventually I'd soften too. Throughout the 8-hour shift, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, listen. You get a little less pissed by hour 5 or 6.
Listen, you seem like a good kid. Listen, lady. So lady that's older than me. I think I trained.
You look like you got hungry.
I trained a black chick one time. I think her name was Tamika. I trained this black lady. She wasn't old, but she was old. She was probably like 30 something, and I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
I was so soft. I like black people. I told you, I like black people. My favorite. But I would tell them the shit. I'd be like, yo, so back in the day, that I don't know how they do it now at Target. You had to do the shit on the floor, sales associate, sales floor, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But then if, your walkie-talkie you carry, they'd hit you up and be like, yo, we need help on the register. And that would happen frequently throughout the day, back in the day before the self-checkouts and that. Now there's like one cashier and self-checkout that doesn't work half the time. But I digress. I would tell them, so here's what I do. I fucking, like, if I hear the thing, you take a roundabout way back over there. You head toward that side of the store. But like, you fucking take your time. You walk through all the aisles, zigzag. Or then I'd be like, if you could hear on the thing, because they'd also walk you, I'd be like, can I get a sales floor associate to help someone in this area because they need to look for something, use your gun and see if it's in the back or whatever it may be in a different store. I'd be like, now that goes out to everybody. I was like, so, because there's other people out here working. You hear that, you go, like, if you're over here and it's the one next to you, you go out to the farthest part of your aisle and you walk up the edge of it and you do a whole loop for no reason. You take your time to get there. I was like, and then usually someone else will get there and then like when they get it, they confirm like, Roger got it, whatever. And then you'll be like, yes, and you walk back. And I was like, and then if you do that type thing enough, you're working less. I was like, throughout the day, you know how many times I spend walking across the store haphazardly to go help someone or go help out at the registers, and then someone else or a couple people cover it, and then they're like, all good, front end or whatever it is, and then I go, sweet, and spin on my heel, and then walk back to where I was, and then I get a walkie about, it's like I spend a lot of time just walking to and from what I'm supposed to be doing.
I spent a lot of my day just walking around.
As much as possible. That was back when I would go take mad bathroom breaks at jobs too, and I would just sit on the toilet, and I'd be like, fuck man, I hate this, I can't do this, man, I gotta fucking quit. I'm never gonna be able to work forever, dude, it's just this forever. and then I'd go back to work. Shed a few hot tears and go back to work. Just them hot ones that you squeeze out. A couple of them. Fucking.
They feel extra salty, I just get.
Yeah. And then try to wait till it doesn't look like I cried. Wait longer. Then go back out.
Let your face clear up a little bit.
And then face the day. But yeah, fucking, that's the type of shit.
As we've all done at our $8 to $9 an hour job.
It's literally 7 something at that time. I started there and it was a little above minimum wage by a few cents, which was $7.25. And then they a couple months in, gave my position a company-wide raise of 10 cents. I was like, woo! And they called me into the office. Like, they didn't just say it in passing or hand out a note or post it. Calling us all in one by one to the HRA's office to let us know, like a sit-down meeting. Like, you get a 10-cent raise because everybody does. Isn't that great? Like, one praise. I'm like, yeah, cool. Doing the quick math in my head, like, that's nothing extra a week.
If I work 40 hours and then you technically tax that, so not even $4. Okay. Yeah, dude. Woo. Probably putting up the big bucks.
But yeah, that's fucking.
That was funny. The day that they announced the raise at Amazon after the little convention or whatever, fucking one of the like new people who had like literally been there, I think a week, even if that, like I think it was only like the second or third time I had seen him. He after he said it, he was like, "Is that for everybody?" And I knew exactly what he meant and how he felt, because yes, had I not been at several jobs where things like that had happened, where everybody's raise went up, I'd be like, oh yeah, maybe not for you. But then standing there, being an adult that has worked several of these garbage jobs, I was like, nah, bro, they're not going to nickel dime just you out of $1, dude.
They might, if he's stupid enough. Because look at me. We've already talked about it on the podcast. Those motherfuckers had me working less than my goons, my hired henchmen, to work under me at the ice rink.
That's what my situation was at fucking Copper Top. Every single other person that was ever in that dish pit made more than me. I'm pretty sure you made more than me.
Probably. We probably talked about it. They probably started me a little higher.
Yeah. Every single other person that ever stepped foot in that dish pit made more money than me.
And then you told me Otis.
And none of them lasted as long as me.
You told me Otis got paid more than me, and I was like,
dude, Otis got paid like mad money. Otis got paid, I want to say like $17 or $18 or something at the time, when I was making like 8 or 9.
He was walking around instead of working one night and caught somebody fucking someone that they shouldn't have been in like the bathroom or the break room or something, and then they pay him off. DA or whoever. It's like fucking, it would be a shame if Mrs. DA were to hear about this.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, man.
They were just super fucking stupid and super advantageous, and fucking thought that the reason that I would show up until 7 or 8 o'clock for a 4 o'clock shift wasn't anything to do with me being paid the bare minimum that they could legally be allowed to pay me. They didn't think about that at all. They didn't think like, maybe if we actually paid this guy what we pay the guy who literally does zero work, maybe he would actually want more hours. Because, like, 2 hours might equal like $40 for him instead of like 15. So maybe there's a difference there.
Yeah, I've gotten better about it. But then, like, I have also in the last few years had like multiple still jobs where I'm like, it's for whatever reason or another, I'm like, nah, this is a 3 or 4 month job. And I probably know it right away too. Ooh.
Oh, I'd like to
stop it.
Bad.
Like, I left it. Well, I got fired from that one job that I was about to quit. No, just leave.
Yeah.
And then I went to McLean's.
You always hate that. If you want to fucking quit a job and then go fire
they get you first.
Damn, I wanted to be the one to fuck you over.
Yeah, right. Oh, I had a job lined up, but now I'm taking the unemployment for less money. Just to fuck you. But no, I went to McLean unloading trucks, and that one I was gonna keep doing it. But I was in pain. Like, it was rough work. They would, and it's one of them jobs where they'd be like, you get there at 8 or whatever. And then depending on how many trucks they got, they won't tell you. Like, they'll just be like, you'll finish a truck or be almost through it and be like, we got to be almost done. And then they'll come up in your truck, one of the supervisors, and be like, we got another one for you. And I'm like, so 8 hour, or I think they're supposed to be 10 by default. But a 10-hour day turns into 11, turns into 12, turns into 13, turns into 14. Some guy told me, the most I ever did was 13 or 14. I don't know if I took the lunch out of that time or not, but somewhere in there.
That's some good money, though.
Not enough.
Get your 40 in 3 days.
Not enough.
That's what I wanted. Yes, I do like getting my 40 in 4 days, but I'd really like to get 40 hours in 3 days.
As I was working with this kid, one of my boys' friends, Steven, he got in there and he right after me. And then he fucking, so he always, like, they started training me with these two dudes that were like the best dudes. And then one of them was switching over to the refrigerated side. So then the other one came up and asked me if I wanted to work with him. And I was like, he knows what he's doing and he'll pull more of his share of the weight than I will probably. And they just like me. Cause again, I'm a good worker. They work with me and they're like, this kid's got it. But then the kid who was a mutual friend of a buddy's, Steven, he asked if, because we had been working together when this kid eventually came up one day and was like, yo, he's leaving, so you want to be my like full-time partner? And it means I would have come in earlier, so my day would have, and because that guy's like, because they're the best dudes, they always got cut first because they finished quicker, but also like they would get that benefit. So I come in 30 minutes earlier and I was like all hyped to do it, but I didn't want to fuck over I didn't want to just be like, yeah, sorry dude, to a dude that I chill with a handful of times because of my buddy and I've been working with him. So I stayed with that kid, and then he just started fucking no-selling me. Like, fucking sandbagging me, dude. Like, I would have to, like, you gotta bring, like, heavy-ass fucking carts up with mad shit up the ramp. So it's a slight incline. And some of these heavy ones, you would need to, you wanted to grab it and one to fucking pull, push and pull. And he was just kept stacking while I'd be trying to get more shit in for him. Because one person stacks and builds the wall, and one person brings the shit up. And I'm like, and then he'd be like, all right, you want to switch? And I'd be like, well, yeah, but you got to be helping me with this shit. And he just wasn't doing it. And then he started doing the shit where, once they got traded on the little gator things, the pull carts around, he would just go off like, oh, I got to go find this. Because if something on your thing was missing, one of the pullers missed a certain item, you'd have to go fucking find it in this man's warehouse. And so he would be gone way too long, because I know he's fucking around on it. So I just fucking walked out one day. I fucking went to lunch or acted like I was fucking going out to the bathroom, and I fucking walked right out on him. And then I seen him again afterwards. He's like, damn, dude. You do that shit to me, man. Because you're a fucking dick.
Well, fucking whiner about
You're not my boy. You're my boy's boy. I don't even care for you that much. I really didn't. He's one of them dudes who...
Shut up, Ollie.
No. Shut up, Ollie. He's one of them dudes who's pushing... Like, now he's probably about to be... Well, he's probably getting closer to 30 than 25. But, like, you know what I mean? They're fucking... He's still, like, 25, 26, 27 or whatever. I think he was 27 at the time. So he's probably pushing 30 now. Fucking... He doing that gay shit all the time, which nothing wrong with it, but it's like, and then he'd be bitching about, oh, I can't get, and he was fucking good enough looking dude, and he worked out, tall, fucking, he's fucking like black or brown, Puerto Rican or something, fucking ripped. He used to be fat and started working out, I guess. Fucking like, you know what I mean? Should be fucking, personable, should be having no problem with the ladies. Guess some girl broke his heart and he moved back home, they were living together out of state or whatever. Tell us all the time. So he's always telling like, fucking just go out, man. There's none of the girls and shit. I'm like, it's because girls don't like that shit. They never did back in high school either when we were all doing it. I'm like, you shouldn't say, you know what I mean? He'd be trying to play gay chick. Like, I go on lunch break with him. And he's like, yo, hop in my car, we'll smoke a blunt. I'm like, all right. And then he'd be driving to fucking burned area over in Beeville. And then we'd be at a stop sign. And he'd be like, leaning in. I'd be like, all right, man. Like, you know what I mean? And he'd be like, I'd be like, man, you're so fucking cute, man. And then I learned he's got a gay brother. And I was like, so he's probably gay. I always tell my boy that. I was like, dude, he's gay.
Yeah, I mean...
I think there's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, yes. I'm not going to say that fucking, as a kid, me or anybody I hung out with or any of my friends, I'm not going to say that nobody ever did some suspect shit. Even in a joking manner. But... once it was like the age that people was driving cars and shit.
Bro, he could rent a car.
Yeah,
we could both rent a car.
We weren't doing.
We both couldn't be on our parents' insurance.
Suspiciously gay stuff to our male friends with that. It wasn't.
It's nothing.
It wasn't funny anymore.
It's not. Yes, it's not anything wrong with the fucking with being gay or fucking anything like that or the fucking. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't, if I was fucking in Europe or I met a person who did, if I still had old family members,
we had gay friends.
I'd be greeting people with the kiss on the cheek and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? But, I don't, it's not funny and there's not, like, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Just come out. And so we can just live normal. And then don't do that shit because, either way, don't do it. Because I'm not, whether you're gay or fucking around, I'm not into you.
And it's not nothing.
Could you? And then also, you can't. Like, how stunted are you that you can't come up with you can't be funny in other ways? Like, that's prime humor.
Yeah, I was gonna say the emotional and psychological maturity of your comedy was stunted at Oh, that's gay.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. And then it's like, and then you're also, if you're not gay, so you're kind of bigoted, because
kind of, yeah. I mean, not at a like, yelling at a gay person in the face about how they should be.
He has a gay family member, like, clearly.
The worst thing you could be is gay. Oh,
yeah, isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking? Wouldn't that be ridiculous, man? Yo, dude. Anyways, dude, he'd be like, yo, dude, fucking, wouldn't it be crazy? Like, isn't that crazy? Isn't that funny? That's how I'm trying to make you laugh all the time, is by doing some gay shit, because that's funny, right? Because that'd be wild. And he'd act like that too, though. He'd be like, "Oh, wouldn't it be crazy though if I like kissed you? That'd be stupid, man." Or would it? You know what I mean? And then he'd like lean it. Yeah, dude, like just dumb shit. He'd be like,
sounds pretty gay.
You do it to everybody.
I'm pretty sure I don't even think I've had a gay friend do that.
That's what I'm like, dude. I had the one gay friend that I know of, like for sure, and he was nothing like that.
No,
he was one of the surprise. He fucking like frumpy, not one of the working out, taking care of the appearance gays at all.
Yeah, no.
Liked working on cars. Complete would throw you for a curveball.
Yeah.
I'm sure gay guys out here, they got that gaydar, so they probably know. But I don't know. If that's not true, I'm sure he's flipped out some of them if he tried to date. Because there's another thing. He was also like, you know what I mean? Fucking like trailer park, worked on car, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not that guy. Like, he likes he liked watching
He doesn't
football.
Come off as
he would watch
being
football
effeminate.
because I remember he was a fan. I can't remember who he was a fan of for football, but I know he was a Penguins fan. He was big into hockey. It was hockey. Doesn't strike me as a super gay thing, super Canadian maybe, and that's close, but not the same. So fucking they, you know what I mean? He wouldn't strike. You know what I mean? So he doesn't. I don't think he knew any other gay people, and he wasn't the type like I don't think he would be into because just how he is. Maybe he's different now. He was just, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really care. But I'm saying I don't think he didn't seem like type to go out to like a Trex or anything like that. Go out to a gay bar or like be on Grindr. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it would even cross his mind. Or maybe it was even a thing where he'd be like, I don't know, maybe he was like, I don't want to get like a really gay guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's just like, I don't want a fucking gay dude.
I don't want people to think I'm gay.
Yeah. I don't want, he's like.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It could all be some scripted bullshit, but I'm pretty sure at probably multiple points I've seen some kind of reality show thing about dating or some shit of a gay guy going, I don't want people to think I'm gay.
Yeah, every time I see like any type of reality show or a gay people videos or anything like that where it's gay people talking or whatever, they always end up being like one of the gay guys, one of the super flamboyant ones, will be like, oh my gosh, he's being such, I swear, he's such a faggot. Like,
Yeah.
like nobody's a bigger flamer than Jerry. I swear. Okay, Queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have a fucking hard GOT there. God damn. They put some stank on it too. The gays that'll say it, they put some fucking stank on it.
Yeah, what you gonna do when he's wearing a crop top and fucking French tip nails?
Well, black people say their word to each other like quick, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
they say
it's
and also they normally say the unoffensive, the less offensive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's quick, it's short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They fucking. It's like unless it's like Chris Rock being like 20, it's never like fucking drawn out. They'll be like, gay guy or sassy gay guy will be talking shit about another gay guy and be like, I swear to God, he's such a. Like they fucking like God, like I'll recoil.
It's a hard T.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard G's and T's all the way through that bitch.
Oh no, actually, I should say it's the pronunciated O in a hard T because it doesn't sound like a IT.
No, they pronounce every goddamn word of it.
Yeah,
they emphasize every of the 6 letters, both of G's.
Yeah,
they hit them, and it's like I'll recoil. Like God damn, bro, tone it down. It's 2025. You can say it, but. I don't care if you're gay. I don't think you can slur them like that.
Isn't it still a hate crime?
It's how you do it. Yeah, like what if you can? Yeah, could it be? No, I don't think so. I don't think
You can't hate crime.
I don't think so.
A group that you're a member of.
I don't think so. I think they'd be getting black people on a lot more time just because they could. Because they'd be like, oh, look at his online post where he said, I hate that and I hate him so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a point.
Posting the Dave Chappelle play a haters.
The American legal system would not let that one slide.
That's what I'm saying. It is funny, though, because you can't do it if you think about it. Like, yes, it could be a black guy that's like, I hate black people. Like an Uncle Ruckus type.
Well, there's that Jesse, not the I don't know his name, but it's Jesse something. He has like a 3-word name.
Yeah, who's here?
And I don't fucking know. Somebody trying to turn into a thing.
Oh, they're trick or treating already.
Oh.
God damn.
Oh, Jesus.
That's ridiculous.
I don't think I don't know if we got candy. The light's not on, so.
I was wondering about that, but I figured it wouldn't be till dark. I figured like 6-ish we'd probably wrap it up.
Well, I
didn't want to be sitting here smoking and shit when kids are walking by.
These fucking kids are fucking weak, dude. I don't fucking think I even left to go trick or treat until
it was dark.
And it used to snow. Yeah. I remember specifically shopping for a Halloween costume and my mother saying, okay, we're gonna get you a bigger one because there'd be like sizes to like a small, medium, and like a large, extra large thing or whatever. And we'd always get the bigger one because she knew I would end up having to put on a coat underneath my fucking costume. Now the most they got to deal with is rain, and that's not even all the time. Some years they ain't even been rain. And it's just like a warm, well, not warm, but it's like a fucking 50, 55 degree night. And I'm like, dude, there ain't no snow. It ain't fucking 28 degrees out. These kids got it made.
This is old school Halloween. Raining, barely above freezing. This will keep them home. My parents only got, I saw the bag when I was leaving today, 155-piece bag, and I was like, fucking, I don't know if that's going to do it, but now I'm like, oh, maybe it will.
The woman made up a whole bunch of bags and shit.
That's too much work. Fuck these kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I got my own fucking...
Why we get
not to give out? I went trick or treat. Oh, I think I might have already said that. I went trick or treating like an adult. I said that in the party with the bad kids. I was in.
You never brought that up. That's sad.
And fucking it was. Well, I brought up talking to them. They were, I think it was the one where I told you they were like we weren't talking about this, and like we were talking about other things, and they would randomly bring up like something that we said in an episode.
That's good.
And that's why. And I think I said I was like, that's how you know, like. They're listening to.
We're in the culture,
like,
baby.
They don't just hit play and turn the volume down. They have to be because that's not the beginning of the thing.
No, most of the good shit's at the end. Yeah. You got to work through it, or you got to know to go there, which nobody does. I don't even know where it is. I'll get to the end of the episode and be like, damn, I fucking thought this one wasn't done. Then you got to listen to an hour and 40 minutes before we start getting fun. No, but yeah, that's good though. I can't wait till there's like a dude in a gas station in Arkansas who's like fucking, it's part of his lexicon, some fucking joke or fucking word or something because fucking one of these bad kids has said it so much.
So somebody in Arkansas is sitting there pumping gas and they see somebody on their third attempt to figure out which side the gas tank
just baby dicking it.
Yep, that's exactly what I was like. See, that's
I knew what you were gonna, that's what I'm saying.
Just over there baby dicking.
Dude, and then in like 20 years, it'll be like big slang.
Or fucking baby's first car. God, you said it when we were one of the A&W ones when you were like, yeah, I looked over, I saw the passenger on his phone, so I thought that the driver was going to be on his phone. Nope, both hands on the wheels, baby's first car or some shit like that. It wasn't exactly that.
I don't remember.
I know you said that because one time I was driving and I was like, it would be for work, obviously. And I was thinking, it would have been so much even better if it was like an Amazon van that was fucking up and you were like baby's first Amazon van.
Dude. Fucking, that would be great though. That'd be, like, and then in 20 years, people were like arguing over like, ooh, who started the word? Like how people do with booyah. Yeah. Right? Like, and we had to be like, no, that was us. We'd be on the internet fucking posting, making videos and shit like, that was us, man. We got it somewhere. Let me find an old fucking phone. Maybe it's saved. I might have to put a credit card into an old website and see if I got the proof, man. Time stamped and dated. That'd be great. People out here fucking talking about fucking
getting people with a garter stick.
Yeah, get them with a garter stick. Fucking.
I don't think I've ever heard that outside of like not even like obviously the common one that I don't think that we can really lay claim to is dank. But no. Like I
just change it to
used to hear that, and now I have.
But you changed it to the E, dank, and then
because that's how I would say it.
Yeah, like, I think that could have got naturally progression, like just danking it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't dank. I don't know, but the get him with a garter stick was that was a favorite of the birth giver when I would break that out. I'm pretty sure she would crack every time. Like we would watch some fucking movie or some shit, And I'd be like, oh, got him with a Goddard stick. Or I'd be playing Call of Duty or something with y'all, or just by myself or something. And I'd say it out loud or mumble it to myself. And she fucking laugh. And I'd be like, it's a good one. It gets everybody. It gets people that aren't even in the fucking group.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what it is. Some things, some phrases or words, you can maybe not have ever heard of the term a day in your life, but within context, you're like, oh, I know exactly what that means.
you know what I like doing too is I started it. I think I was at a baseball game. Or no, it was a hockey game. The first time I did it was at a hockey game because I wanted them to fight because they really don't fight that much. They're trying to take it out of the game, it feels like.
Yeah.
So you go a whole hockey game and not see a fight in it because
Jesus,
you should see a bunch, right? So when I was a kid, you'd see a bunch. So at least scuffles. There won't even be like a scuffle. And then if they is anything, it's like they're hold me back, bro. Hold each other,
sure,
and they get separated.
I feel like, not that I'm a huge hockey fan, but I mean, with the local team and shit, you know, everybody used to go see a couple games and shit as a kid. I feel like everyone I've ever been in, there was at least one of the real fights where like they take off their helmet and
that's
they
what I'm saying.
like,
no,
duke up and they fucking start.
These are like they grab each other, if anything, and then get separated quick before they throw a punch.
Jesus,
they're just holding each other, talking shit.
That's why these kids get all soft.
Yeah. Anyway,
they watch a grown man knock their teeth out on ice.
They don't let the
kids. I knocked my own tooth out on ice.
They don't let the kids fight.
I should be honorary member.
But no, so I started at a hockey game. I remember that because I'd fucking, when someone would lay somebody out or they'd start looking like they're gonna fight or something, I start yelling, "Choke him! Choke him!" Or when they'd be fighting, I'd be like, "Choke him!" And my buddy and then people around me though would like look back and be laughing and shit. And so then I break it out occasionally at baseball game, I think maybe, but it doesn't make sense, so I don't do it as much. There I just usually yell at players. Like I'll look stuff up about like minor league baseball players, like the hometown they're from, and then like the high school. Yeah. And then I'll be like, hope they go to that high school. I pick the right one. It's usually a small enough town that it's only one. And then I start shouting. I'm like, yo, if he's like one, we were in Pennsylvania, and I fucking was shouting at this outfielder, and the people around me were all into it. And then some other dude started yelling. They were being crass. I keep it above board. I'm not trying to get kicked out. And there's kids and shit. Yeah, exactly. But I was just shouting. Like, I looked him up quick, and then I got his name, and I was like, hey! Hugging, instead of yelling his number, I got his name first and last, and then I would yell like his high school. I'd be like, you know, whatever, class of 2011, dude, because we were the same age. So I figured like maybe he hopefully work that year. I was like, we had art together. Like I fucking just shouting at him and shit. But no, I went to the wrestling thing and I yelled, choke him too. Choke him. And then when they're and fucking it gets a reaction. So I want that to spread. I want people to start being that fucking. I'm not gonna do like there's the famous from the dick twist, grab his dick, but I'm not. That's someone's already done that, and it's there's kids around. I'm not gonna be screaming that out. Yeah, for a laugh. But choke 'em's harmless enough. So I hope that spreads. I hope we start getting people at fucking games. Like you can hear, like there's a scuffle. And
we're here to watch two grown men bloody each other. We don't want to see one of them be choked out.
Yeah, I'm not here. Like even when it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? It's like fucking. Like wrestling, it makes sense more, but like they're doing moves and shit, I'll just be shouting like, choke him! Grab his neck and choke him! I'll be doing this. I stand out of my seat, and I'll stand up out of my seat at the hockey game and be like, miming it, like, choke him!
I'm gonna say for like a good meme, it'd be great to go to like a UFC match and like get good seats. So you're like, maybe you actually get caught on like the camera or something, and you like stand up, you're like, choke him! And they just see you in the background.
Hooters, but for asses.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, Patreon, right? Yeah, because
Oh man, that's fucking great though. I don't know, man. I hope we start impacting the culture, as rappers like to say. That's what we're doing this for. It's for the culture.
Yeah, this is all for the culture.
It's for white culture. It's not just for whites. I want to make that clear. Just we are white, and we don't have culture.
Yeah.
We don't have culture. None of us got culture.
I do identify as Caucasian on all the paperwork. I'm not even one of those weirdos that'll check like prefer not to answer. I'll check Caucasian.
Like a census, I check Pacific Islander. I fuck with it. I'm trying to skew the numbers.
Trying to get him some more help.
Yeah.
No, I don't ever try to lie on some paperwork like that and then have them come back and be on some weird shit.
And they can't be on some weird shit. That's like it's like.
Well, no, I know not for the census, but I'm saying like I was saying like any.
No, I'm not
paperwork
gonna do
I
it for a
filled out.
job. I'm not gonna do it for a job where
Always
it's like
yeah, I'm Caucasian.
that. You know what I will do though on the job shit. I have started doing prefer not to answer because I'm like, well, I don't want to get discriminated against because they're like, we got too many white people or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a thing, but it's like, why does it matter? Are you? And then it'll ask you a lot.
It is kind of I at least on a like
a job application.
A job application.
Why would that matter?
I've always wondered.
Why would that matter? There's nothing
out of all the things that could possibly matter. I don't think that my ethnicity is one of them.
The only thing,
maybe, like, I'll even go. I mean, realistically, here, it shouldn't even ask if you're a man or a woman. But I guess for certain fields, you could argue that it is important because some fields carry like a higher health hazard and shit, and so women technically shouldn't do them because then you might not be able to have children.
Yeah, whatever. That's super specific.
But yeah,
no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna make it like a blanket term,
but that doesn't.
But
I'm talking generally.
I think that's what I'm
and
saying.
And then if you check
across
white,
the board, I don't know of any where your ethnicity should ever.
There'll be a second question after the list: white, black, whatever, Caucasian, and then a Pacific Islander. Below it, it'll say, "Are you white or non-white Hispanic?" A lot of the time, and it's like, what the fuck? Why are you getting extra specific with the Hispanics? What the fuck? There's no reason. The only one I'll check now is under when they ask about veteran status. I'll say no, I'm not. Because I'm not gonna fucking claim valor, steal valor, or leave it up in the air. But everything else, it's like, are you white, black? Prefer not to answer, bitch. Are you Hispanic, black, or non-white Hispanic, or whatever? No, prefer not to answer. What the fuck does it matter? Disability status, prefer not to answer. If I listed any disabilities that would stop me from, I would list them.
Would say, yeah, that shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
that is right. If you want to be an employer in the United States, you need to give them equal opportunity. Although I will say, potentially somebody who's a paraplegic might not do the best at loading trucks at McLean.
Yes, they wouldn't be applying, first of all.
Well, they might apply, though.
Not for the job. That job is a paraplegic, I guess, but whatever. It's going to come up quick. There's usually a box with, like, any things that would stop you from doing the accommodations, or just that's a question, too.
And then check prefer not to answer.
No, that's a yes or no.
I know.
That makes sense, because it's about the ability to do the job physically and shit, or whatever. You know what I mean? That's fine. My fucking race or ethnicity or whatever, my disability status.
Unless this is a kitchen, why do you need to know?
Even then, it doesn't matter. Every race of people is gonna fucking cry and get high in the walk-in cooler. Doesn't matter what goddamn position. No servers can come in the back too. They be getting high.
I feel like the cooler is specifically all the positions except for, I feel, dishwashers, because as far as I've heard historically, the dishwashers normally are the ones that have to take out trash.
Yeah.
So we normally take out trash and smoke a bowl out back by the dumpster. We try to keep it like, not smelling like weed in the establishment.
Well, usually I've never actually smoked in a walk-in cooler.
But this is like all the places down at the mall and shit.
Yeah.
Because I know the bad kids that work there, they would tell me like they'd go out to do it, and then they would go out sometimes and see other people from other restaurants doing it. I was like, oh, so like that's like outside. Just the thing that dishwashers do.
I never smoked in a walk-in cooler anywhere.
I've seen plenty of people. I've walked in on multiple people fucking smoking or hitting a vape or something.
I've done lines in a walk-in cooler, but that's about it. No, yeah, you fucking, I don't know, man.
Then you gotta know if the cooler now. Do they offer you something?
Yeah.
Better offer me something.
I got assaulted.
I might have reason to say something.
I got assaulted in a fucking walk-in freezer. / cooler. I was in the freezer part. You go into the cooler, and then another door was a small freezer.
SA or just regular aid?
It was
SA or regular?
No, just regular aid. Oh. Some little fat chick, some little short chubby chick. It was bartender. It's a good old Chubbs. Fucking.
Started swinging on you?
Yeah, because I don't remember, because she got fucked up one night, and she said her hurt her back or some shit. So she asked people out at the bar for pills, and someone gave her some probably opiate. And she was slamming drinks, And then she fucking obviously blacked out. And then she was claiming, I don't know if it happened or not. I don't care. Because I never heard nothing about it till that night. She was like, well, that dude raped me. I was like, what dude? Like, she apparently went home with some guy, not her boyfriend, and then fucking apparently got SA'd or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, that's terrible. Whatever.
Yeah,
but like,
it
I was
wasn't
like,
me.
So I'm saying, I think we were just making fun of her for being sloppy that night or something like that. And then she was playing along with it for hours, but she kept drinking that night too. Probably had another pill. Yeah, I've dealt with women that are fucking mixing substances. It probably what it was. Again, probably took some tramadol, whatever the fuck it is. Some fucking, what's the other one with a T? I can't think of it. Some opioid type shit. And she's drinking. And she started getting lippy, and I was like, and she was being a fucking dick about her job or something too, like giving me attitude because I was cooking at the time, not delivering. It was the second time the last time I was there, and I was like, fucking, like, I don't give a fuck. It's done when it's done, whatever. And then I'm finishing up at the end of the night in the freezer, putting shit away, stocking, getting ready for the next day. She comes in, walks in the back. Yeah, so she fucking comes in the cooler, whips open the door of the freezer, and starts like fucking grabbing my shirt and fucking like trying to shove me around and shit and like kind of monkey arming me. And I was like, the fuck are you doing? Like smiling, like, and then she's like, fucking ding, fucking Nick, and whatever she was. I don't even remember what the fuck it was, dude. And then I'm like,
somebody coherent.
And then I'm like pushing her back because she's like, then she's trying to like push me in with the freezer door. She's fucking fat, so she got some weight, and I'm in a fucking slippery ass freezer. So I fucking push the door open like hard and like hit her with it. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck. And then she grabs me again, and I'm just like walking the fuck by, like dragging her with me. And I open the door to the walk-in that opens out into the kitchen, and I'm like to the other dudes, the fucking drivers doing dishes, and the fucking my buddy, the other cook. I'm like, dude, and she's still like fucking trying to rag down me and shit. And I'm like, dude, and I'm like holding her and fucking with one arm back and shit, like blocking, and I'm like, somebody get this fucking bitch off me before something bad happens. I'm like, I'm not fucking playing. And then fucking dude comes over and he's like, yo, you gotta get out of here, fucking whatever, go up front. And then I fucking put in I had my notice in. And then I fucking, again, there was one of the times I'm like, no, that's too. And then I went to the other, from there, I went to the other club, the one in the city. And then I put in my notice there. So I didn't fill out my notice because I had my notice in, and I was like, yo, you're going to be, I said, she's got to go. And she's like, well, I do need employees and you're already leaving. And I went, fuck you. All right, then good. Keep her. Deal with that fucking drug addict mess. And I left early, went to her son's shop, the other one. Fucking, and then when I was leaving there, I had my notice in. This one dude's fucking, I'm yelling at him because I'm fucking back there. It was during COVID too. And he's just standing there and the phone's ringing off the hook and he's always just standing there. And this kid's a fucking pedophile. He told us that he in some bullshit, I think he was on the list, but he was getting off of it or something. He was 21, 22 or something, and he fucked a 16-year-old. And then
I don't think you can get off the list.
I hope he's not, because he's a fucking scumbag. This kid fucking Nick something. I forgot his fucking last name. He's a big fat tall motherfucker. Big fat. He's a fucking loser.
Unless
he's
you've
adopted,
been acquitted of all the things.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I don't know enough about it, so I was like, oh, maybe whatever. That's crazy. I was just trying to be nice when he's telling me his story. Like he needed to tell me it all, but he's like, yeah, like at work one day, like, yeah, I got a charge because I fucked this girl and I didn't know she was as young as she was, and she lied to me about her age. And then it turns out she got home and like told her parents or whatever. Her dad's like a judge. So they came down on me hard because of that. I think they came down, like in my head, I'm like, they came down on you hard because you're a fucking pedophile. Like, the fuck out of here. Like 22 and she was 16. Couldn't tell. You didn't try to find out hard enough, bud.
Yeah.
So, and then he seems like a scumbag anyway. Like, fuck out of here.
Maybe I'm just old fashioned. Maybe I know people for way too long before I fuck them.
Well, yeah, one time.
And that's why I haven't fucked as many people as some of these 20-year-olds.
He was the type of kid, he would show up to work and he'd be driving around all night. Well, he's parking on Wolf Street, like where we were parked, right in front of the shop, because there's nowhere else to park. Come back in. He had some fat chick in his fucking back seat of his fucking SUV. And then it was the same one because he was asking me he's like, yo, dude, fucking, she's in the back of his car doing deliveries with him, but staying in the car, just chilling, smoking or whatever. He said he didn't smoke or nothing. I don't think he did. Something weirdo, dude. Oh, because he was on probation or parole or whatever the fuck, probably. And then he shows me his phone and he's like, yo, it's the chick I got in the bag. And he's fucking showing me like fucking picture of her, videos of her like spreading her pussy lips. I don't like fucking seeing pussy enough, especially when I don't know what it is. And I could see her stomach too, so I knew she was from the angle. And then I'm like, I'm not that into, like, I like pussy, but I'm not into seeing it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes me a little gay, but I don't care. I'm not, like, It's not my favorite part
There's never
of the anatomy.
been a time in my whole life, whether in a relationship or not or anything like that, where I've ever been horny. And whether it was the person I was with or I wasn't with somebody, I was looking up some porn or anything, there's never been a point in my life where I've looked up photos of vaginas.
No.
Like
it was tits.
If anything, I wanted some tits,
naked
or
body,
the whole body.
Yes, face.
I don't want to just see a vagina.
That's also,
like I like vaginas. I like women.
Yeah.
It's great. But I don't just want to stare at a vagina. Because no offense, I mean,
we gotta watch for kids. This is getting bad. Window is still cracked. No, but yeah, I agree. Fucking, I would say when I was with someone, yes, that I liked. Yes, I was interested in being down there and seeing it. Yeah, you can spread it and play with it. That turns me on. I'm into it. I don't like seeing, like, when I go, when I search,
yes, that's completely.
When I search porn, I'm not fucking looking for pussy shots. And I didn't want to see this fucking random like, I wasn't into it. And then he showed me, like, the next videos would be like her bouncing on him while they're fucking or whatever. And I was like, ew. And he's like, you want? And then he goes, you want to, like, we're standing in a pizza shop. Like, people could walk in any second. And he's facing the door and the street and shit with it, showing me to his right. And he's sweating. He's like, you want to fuck her with me? And I was like, no. What the fuck? So this kid, anyway, it's busy as fuck one night. I'm filling out my notice. I'm back there. I would help out. Like, oh, at that point there, I came in driving because it paid more than the other one. But then I fucking, the owner asked me if I wanted to cook sometimes to help fill in, and I would be like, yeah, and he paid me more than most of the other guys on the line. Like, they had been there, one dude had been there working for him for like the whole time he'd been open, like 15 years on and off or whatever, 20 years, fucking, since he was like a kid. Paid me like $1.50 more than that kid. So I was on the line that night, and the phone's ringing off the hook, and I'm making food, moving around, taking orders and shit. He's just standing there on his phone, and we in the shit busy. And I went like olive coat because everybody got money, and we were open, so they were fucking using it. So the owner's making a killing. We're busier than ever. I'm fucking trying to get out of here to go to the rink where I would get fucked over. Filling out my notice. And I go, yo, could you answer the fucking phone? And he goes, and he's usually be like demure to Kenny, any other guy yelling at him, whatever. But he goes, because he's bigger than me. He goes, who are you talking to? And I went, he goes, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Instead of in front of customers are waiting too.
That's good.
And I went, because you're just fucking standing there, not fucking working. Like I was going in loud. And then he walks around the counter like a big goofy motherfucker, has to come around like an L shape, whole U, come around this way, and fucking punches me in the fucking side of the head. Fucking right in my ear, because my ear was cut a tiny bit, bleeding a little bit. Fucking, dudes, he's probably 6'4", 6'5", easily over 300 pounds. Like big, tall, motherfucking fat kid. Fucking punched me, fucking, I thought he was gonna come out and get in my face. So I didn't put my hands up, none. Just sucker punched me fucking to the side. It turned my head, and I immediately, that's all it did. He didn't knock me back. I've had other people hit me smaller than him and fucking didn't move back and shit like that. And then pushed by other people, but shoved back. I'm small. Fucking gave his best shot, just turned my fucking, I'm no big shot. I get my ass beat plenty of times. Fucking turned my fucking head sideways, right back at him. Didn't even move my goddamn feet. And I fucking, dude, I like clenched my fist like I was gonna uppercut him in the dick, man. Cause I was like, where I would be punching in my wheelhouse for my uppercut. Cause of how tall he was at his fucking cock and balls. And I stopped myself cause I was like, no, I'm gonna look like the bigger man. He just assaulted me. And then fucking, and then he hit me and he backs the fuck off going, that's right, bitch, I fucking got you, blah, 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 backing away. And then the fucking main dude, Kenny, the man cook is like, dude, you gotta go, you're fired. And he's like, he starts crying, dude. He started crying, dude.
How do you think that went?
And then, so he got fired. I'm filling out my notice. And then like by the last fucking like week or whatever, fucking the dude Kenny's telling me like, yeah, the owner Lou wants to know if you're cool with Nick having his job back and everything. He's sorry and like he's gonna send you a text message if it's all right, apologizing. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Same situation as his mom. Like, well, you're leaving, and I can't lose two people now. So I'm like, so yeah, so fucking. I was like, I should have pressed charges on him, dude.
Yeah.
I should have been like, my neck hurts, my head's ringing now. Like, yeah, ate his best shot, then just turned my fucking head. And then Kenny is like, and like immediately when he's backing up going, yo, fuck you, I beat you up, got you, fucking pussy. Yeah, like fucking celebrating. Woo! Like,
you got a solid shot. You didn't knock somebody down
and that dude,
or out.
And that dude Kenny's like, dude, you fucking, he's like, He's like, what are you celebrating for, dude? He's like, you're twice his fucking size. And he's like, you barely fucking touched him. Like, you barely did shit to him. And he's like, you gotta go, bro. You're fired. He's like, yeah, dude, you can't stay here. He's like, what, are you serious? And he started crying to him, being like, oh, my fucking job. My fucking mom's gonna kill me. I hope that dude fucking wraps his car around a fucking tree. I seen him a couple times in public, and every time, like one time I was behind him in Burger King, and he was like tweaking out, dude, in his car about how long. It wasn't even the longest drive-through line I'd been in, like, even close. Just taking a little bit of time. And he's spazzing out in there.
Trust me, I get it, peoples. I too get very, very upset at how long these drive-thrus be taking. But at no time have I ever honked my horn.
He's like, dude,
been yelling out my window.
He like honked his horn.
Been hitting my car.
He was hitting his steering wheel. He was going, God, like I could hear him.
I light a cigarette. If you're really stressed out about it, have a little cigarette.
He was going, God, and all this shit. And I shouted up to him.
Don't turn it up too loud so they can still actually take our orders.
No, he's blaring music mad loud too. And I fucking leaned out the window because I'm at the curbs where I'm behind him at the curbs, so I can look out my window directly at him and see him like without my car blocking or anything.
Yeah.
So I lean out my window and I go, hey, and he turns and looks and I go, fuck you. And he fucking just gave me a fucking dirty look and fucking turned back and rolled up his window. And I'm like, you're a fucking pussy, dude. Like, you're a fucking goddamn pussy.
That's great. Yeah, that's so fucking great. That'd be hilarious as shit.
Yeah.
To see somebody literally just walk up and assault somebody and then celebrate as though they are not going to be terminated. Like, I don't, unless you're like in the UFC.
And he should have not.
And even still, I unless you're in the ring and they said, go or whatever,
dude,
I'm pretty sure they get like enormous fines for hitting each other. And
I'd be like a featherweight and he'd be like a super heavyweight if that was even a class. Like he was 300 plus pounds easy and he was at least
And even still, that's what I'm saying though. Even still, that's like a no-go. Like, I don't know. That's just weird.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like if
I hit him and he's still standing.
That's like if
I just got myself.
That's
fired.
Like if I fought a dude that was like
You gotta know while he's walking up to you, he's gotta know. All right, well, after I hit him, I'm clearly not gonna have a job anymore.
He's a fucking retard. That's what I'm saying. It's like it would be like me fucking beating up a dude, like assaulting a dude that's 4'11". Like I got fucking a good fucking 8 inches on him or something like that, and just fucking, probably some muscle and weight. Fucking, it's like me assaulting a dwarf, like, and then being like, and all I did is like, basically what a slap would do, turn his head, and then being like, but with my best shot, and then being like, boom, bitch,
I got you,
got your ass, you little motherfucker. Look how I beat up this tiny dude compared to me. And he didn't even do it. Didn't even beat him up. Fucking pussy.
I beat up tiny people.
I hope a fucking he's delivering one night, DoorDash or whatever the fucking probably still pizza, like a fucking goddamn for his only job he's ever had. Like into your pushing. He's probably in the middle of his 20s now. He probably or over it. You know what I mean? Fucking only thing he ever done. Fucking live with mommy still, who gives you way too much money, and then you gamble the money so you make a bunch of money with your buddy at the casino, fucking putting down mommy's money and your tip money, getting lucky and bragging about it. I hope this motherfucker is delivering one night in a goddamn fucking storm of any kind, and a power line goes down and he gets got with it. I hope he fucking gets goddamn fucking burned to pieces. I hope he gets got with a gutter line. I hope it fries his fat ass to a fucking crisp. And his fucking adopted mom is fucking like, well, I guess I'll adopt another fucking dipshit fat kid to shower my love with since I'm infertile. Fuck out of here. And there's no man. It wasn't like his adopted step parents. It was just an adopted step mom. This old spinster bitch. Fuck out of here, dude.
Barren womb, bitch.
You barren fucking whore. You goddamn fucking... What's your purpose? Why you even here?
Oh, did I tell you we got our 4th age restriction?
Yeah, the newest one.
I think they're all just going to start getting age restricted now. They're getting more common.
The best podcasts I like fucking, for the most part, they face this adversity too. Where they're like...
What I don't get why it keeps having those, I'm specifically 2 different, I know I've said this, but there's 2 different checks that I do, and both of them, and not for kids and explicit. What else? What am I supposed? There isn't a higher marker. There isn't a third option where I can put, age restricted. Because if I could just do it myself, so that I stop getting hit with the strike or whatever, I would.
Oh,
Jesus, kid, again?
yeah.
I haven't added
A
water.
little bit. It was a little bitty today. It was less than last time, but it is pretty brown.
Yeah, that hasn't been.
That had a
changed
bongy
yet.
taste.
I'll be cleaning this
Good. I
and
don't
the other
care.
one next week.
It was user error. I'm good. I know. I knew it. I know it. I fucked up.
I gotta clean all of them before the snow sets in.
Gotta clean them pipes out, baby. I gotta clean my pipes out. How often are you supposed to masturbate for like healthy? Like not overdoing it in like a week or a month? What's the
I thought it was like daily.
how is it a daily? I'm fucking
I
up.
thought.
How often should men come on, fill it in.
Oh no, you're the only one looking this up. You're the weird one.
Oh, it's one of these things that's not gonna autofill?
Yeah, because you're the only one looking this
That's
up.
not true. I wanna know.
See, you're the only one looking this up.
Nothing goes wrong. I don't want nothing goes wrong. I want how much is like, what's the minimum you should do to clean out the pipes? Hymns. That's where I go to for my fucking information.
Oh, that's what.
There's no one size fits all answer. It's highly individual. I just want to, like, there's got to be some minimum for the prostate, right?
Speaking of masturbating, that was one of the things that I remember because that you're talking about it. That I'm pretty sure it was Pollard had brought up where he was. I forget what. Somehow masturbation or like smoking a blunt or something came up, and he had mentioned you when I was fucking with you about you smoking a blunt and masturbating in the car.
Not at the same time.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's what he was saying. He was like, yeah, and then you run out of hands because you can't smoke a blunt and masturbate at the same time or something.
You can. It just hurt your eye probably. The smoke would get you a couple times. Ah!
But he was jokingly saying, and I was like, oh, that wasn't at like the beginning of an episode or nothing.
No, that's good.
I know that's got to be pretty deep. If we get to the point where we're talking about that, we got to be a good hour in at least, minimum.
Cancer risk lower for men who ejaculated more than 21 times per month. Okay, so you should be coming most of the month, at least most of the days of the month, 2/3
Every weekday.
Yes, I guess.
If it's a weekday,
Yeah, basically. If it's a day that ends in Y, you should be releasing.
That the one dude I watched, that's what his little say. He says, it's a day that ends in Y, so they're hating on me on Twitter.
That's fucking great though. Like,
he's a pretty divisive figure for just having a regular kind of normal view on things for the most part.
yeah, everybody is.
And that's because he's been canceled like I don't know, like over a dozen times since I watched him, and somehow, if you look at his like viewership shit, it's only gone up.
That's good.
And I'm like, yeah, that's good canceling. I think that possibly the person that got mad at him might have the viewpoint that other people aren't.
I thought it says
sharing.
what it. Oh, it's on the side.
What?
Oh, it doesn't say on them what it is.
Not that one. This one does.
Oh, that's weird.
That one doesn't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fuck was I gonna say? Oh, did you see? People think JD Vance is banging that Kirk chick.
Who?
The widow. The widow of Will CK.
Oh.
Did you see that shit?
The CK widow.
Apparently.
Widowette.
Apparently people think they about to hook up or they hooking up or something.
I thought JD had a wife.
Yeah, interesting. So apparently he made some comments recently about her, and I feel like it was something like that she should convert to Christianity. JD Vance wife.
Oh, that his wife should?
Yeah, he.
Oh, okay.
It's right here. Vance defends saying he hopes his wife converts to Christianity, and then I don't know what, a day or two ago, one of these Toilet Paper USA things. She brought him out, and oh, look at the hug, and she moved his hand up to his hair, and all the body language people were pointing out all this stuff, and and right before she brought him out, she goes, no one could ever replace my husband, but I see a lot of similarities of him and JD. And then brought him out, and then a little embrace. And people are like, oh, he leaving his... Because they're like, listen, Orange Man Bad not doing so good. So if Orange Man Bad dies and he fills the role like they all wanted, like Peter Thiel and Elon and everyone was hoping, he needs to control the base. He's not as charismatic of a figure. That's what they're all worried about. And what the other side's hoping for is that when this dude's gone, whichever way, or his term finishes and he leaves, yeah, right. Or if he croaks, that there'll be the fucking base it won't be as strong. People won't come out and vote as strongly as they did for Republicans because he's so polarizing and so charismatic of a figure and draws people in or whatever that no one else is going to have this like cult of personality about him. No one's going to be able to fucking take the reins. It's going to be like when Alexander the Great dies and there's like 3 dudes that are trying to fight over the territory type shit. You know what I mean? That's what they're worried about. That's what the Democrats are hoping for and all this shit in the world, I guess, most of them. But if he has any shot with his milquetoast weirdo ass and his fucking eyeliner, he looks like Mac.
Eyeliner.
He looks like Mac in the you watch Always Sunny, right? The Night Man cometh when he's the cat when he's the Night Man. He looks like he's got that eye like he must well have the cat eyes. Every time I see him, I forget he really doesn't have jerry curls. I forget. Oh yeah, that's to me.
That's right. He has regular white guy hair.
Yeah, that's right. But he's not going to be able. He has no chance of controlling the base at all, if he's going to at all. Which in a perfect world, probably not. Hopefully not. But he's not going to wield that same authority as Trump, especially not with a goddamn brown wife, brown kids who aren't even Christians. You can't be talking about no new immigration at all and this shit like that and rallying that base. Like, because they just said they're going to limit the refugees, not immigrants, the refugees we take in a year to. Yeah. It's only 7,500. I don't know what we used to let in, but I think it was more than that. Multiple groups, and they would all probably have a lot more than that, I feel like. But I didn't go digging, so I don't know. But I feel like it's less, and it's going to mostly be white South Africans. And then I feel like there's a lot of people that are like, I don't want any like fucking new immigrants. I don't care if they're white and I don't want any new people that aren't from here. Like, I don't want no immigration. I thought that, like, that's what... If you're going to appease people like that, you can't be fucking walking out Usha. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have First Lady... Like, they're going to be pissed. A lot of them will be like...
You know, I do have to say that I have seen snippets of JD talking multiple times, and I've even seen quite a few clips of him mentioning his wife, but they, for some reason, don't have her there or show her very often or anything.
Because the base, for the most part, it's not everyone just falls in line with everything.
It is a little suspect.
Like, not everyone is like, oh, we're not on the Epstein files anymore? Okay. Not everyone just rolls over with all the things. There's people who are diehard like, no, I voted for you because I don't fucking like Indians. Now, why are there so many Indians in positions of fucking power and relevance? Like, they're still telling fucking Vivek and Kash Patel, like MAGA people are like, go home and shit like that. And like, I think they're both born here. I think they're both born here.
Yeah.
And that is wrong. I'm not saying, like, I don't like either guy, but they were born here.
Yeah.
They're fucking American citizens. You can't like, I'm for the Constitution. I'm an American. I'm a fucking patriot. I love my country here. Oh, kids. I'm not fucking, selective fucking pieces of the rules when I want it. No, it's all or nothing. That's why we all should be. Ride for your shit. Be consistent. And they're like, oh no, well fucking these go home. They're fucking born. They're citizens born here. Yeah. They're not even like they came here and took the test. They were born here.
Yeah.
I don't like the guys, but they're telling them that's how they feel. A lot of them still. You're not gonna fucking. A lot of these people aren't gonna change. And these are the people that are taking pot shots. I'm still not seeing one fucking. The closest they got, allegedly, apparently, unless they're building that whole thing, is that Tyler Robinson kid's little buddy or girl friend or whatever that's trans. That's the closest they got, is that he's fucking, like he was trans person adjacent. Like, that's the closest they got to a liberal thing. Like, Luigi shot a fucking CEO or something. Like, it wasn't even political, really. That's bigger scheme political.
Oh, I saw a random post about Luigi the other day.
Was it his letter? Someone said
he
said to someone?
Listening to music.
Oh, Dirk, yeah.
Yeah.
Because King told him, he can't be listening to... I read the whole letter.
Somebody else. Yeah.
I read the whole letter. Did you? Yeah. It was interesting. In that letter, he said.
So now I listen to Lil Durk. I was like, ah!
Did you see in that letter? He said, I like what things he was thankful for and shit, or grateful for, or whatever. It was like listing them. What he said, I'd like to thank conservatives for conserving, and I'd like to thank liberals for trying to, like he's either side. Like that's the only one they got. Kinda is the Utah kid because he might have been dating I don't even know if the kid's actually trans. I don't know. Maybe it's just a buddy that looks weird with long hair. They play video games.
You can be straight or gay or bisexual and be into a trans person, but not be trans yourself.
Well, that's not. I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, is that even for sure a trans person, or was it just like a nerdy looking kid with the long hair and the glasses?
I don't know. And they hung out. The only thing that I heard about was the suspected trans person. What I heard was that they were a furry.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought he was in a furry shit too, like shared furry memes. The actual.
I think
shooter.
I think there
yes, because they're into the same weird shit.
The friend had they owned one of those really expensive masks or whatever.
So was it actually and then? What was I gonna say? I don't even.
But that was like the only like evidence.
Oh, the text messages. The text messages seemed mad weird, didn't they? I think most people.
It's always just been hearsay, like, oh, it's transfer. I'm like, well, what evidence is there? These like, was he on estrogen? Or
I'm never gonna get out of here
or whatever. Why?
Because all the people and I can't see shit. No, but the text messages they released where he's like, "My love, I have to get out of town." You read them? That seemed weird.
Yeah,
but. So maybe that's the only thing I've seen to suggest, and those seem like weird messages. Like a kid wouldn't talk like that, even a weird kid, even like a fedora tips cap guy. You know what I mean? Like ooh guy. Like I don't know. It seemed like a fucking Oregon Trail letter, but they don't have it. The people that are gonna shoot at them and take pot shots are the people that are like, thought you were gonna get the brown stains out the goddamn flag. I hope that wasn't too loud.
I think you're good. I'm pretty sure. I think they're just chilling on by because they're thinking. I'm pretty sure
good.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, shut the light off. I haven't seen any try it. So you know who will start trying it though is the teenagers, and they usually come out later.
You got your lights on so they come and knock out a window?
My parents probably got the light on.
I only got bong hits and I ain't giving them out.
Yeah, dude. Blowing smoke in kids' faces. Get out of here.
Man. Yeah, I saw my yearly post about people giving out drugs as candy.
Oh yeah, dude,
dude, I want to meet that fucking millionaire.
Yeah, dude, you gotta hire.
I don't know where you're getting or making edibles that you can just hand them out.
Oh, not the edibles thing. I was gonna say the fucking like poison and shit. You gotta put a couple razor blades in some Snickers bars.
That too. I'm like, dude.
Good old urban legend time. This is a good time of year.
If I'm remembering this all correctly. For years, that was the urban legend.
Yeah.
And then not all too long ago, there was supposedly a real case where it really happened. And then, like a month or two later, what really came out was the parent put the fucking thing in the fucking shit. And I was
attention.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
So again, it's fake and it's never fucking happened once.
Oh, so it's crazy people looking for attention. They want the news to come to their house.
Because you'd have to, like, literally be pretty fucking insane to think that somehow they couldn't track you down if you were actually doing that. And that you would, like, literally be serving, like, prison time no matter what. Endanger, they would just fucking take a guesstimate of how many children trick-or-treated that night and then charge you with that many cases of endangerment of a child.
Yeah, but the fucking legal system's fucked up. I always see this shit where it's like, what would you do? Especially if it was your first time. You get sentenced to, like, 25 years. And you end up doing like fucking 2 on good time and good behavior. On fucking time served and good time.
That might be one that the people keep up on, you know. Like the whole fucking officer there. They tried to give him a light sentence and then people didn't fucking let up on it and then they actually had to charge him with shit.
Who, Chauvin?
I think so, yeah.
He didn't get barely. He's gonna be out in probably not too long, right?
I forget, but I know at first he was going to get like a much lighter sentence or not be charged at all or something. And then because everybody kept up and fucking being in uproar about it.
He was sentenced to 22 and a half in state prison and 21 in federal. Oh, but that says consecutive. Oh, but that says consecutive, but then it says he's serving them concurrently, meaning they run at the same time.
Yeah.
So that means he's probably like I read something that he'll probably do 8 years at most.
If he makes it.
Let me double check that.
If he makes it.
Hasn't he been stabbed once?
I think. And I'm pretty sure he wrote like a letter too at one point about how he was in fear for his safety and shit. And like it was like leaked online. I think a bunch of people were passing around and laughing about it and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I don't think many people are really going to care either, unfortunately. So, I don't know.
He's not expected to be released until 2038 because that's when his federal sentence ends. So, this is just taking the math. No, because that would be the full sentence. He's not going to do the whole thing. There's no way they're going to have him do the whole thing. Dude, what the fuck? I searched how much time will he actually do? And then, you know, people also ask, will Derek Chauvin be pardoned? Will he be released? What does 8 minutes, 46 seconds mean? What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Some people ask the best questions on Google.
It's a symbol of police brutality is Google's answer.
You know, like the letter S, I saw on this random video there was nothing to do about this. It was actually, there's some game and you're supposed to guess which of the two things gets Google searched more. And then like it just keeps going. And so you just click on things. And one of them was the letter S. And the other one was like some like hentai character name or something. And the person was like, oh, it's got to be a hentai character thing. And so they showed like the hentai character was like fucking like 200 something thousand or whatever. And so I was like, oh yeah, so it's clearly that. And then the fucking number for the S starts racking up and it goes up. I think it's like 24 million times a year the letter S is typed into Google and hit search on.
Yeah, not accident.
Just the S. Yep, just the S. Just
I do that. Sometimes I actually hit just like a couple letters and I'm like, fuck.
But still, 24 billion times. I'm pretty sure that I did like pay it. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if it got that high. I'm pretty sure that was the highest number of the whole game. I'm pretty sure no other thing in this whole game where he played it for like an hour had something that was over 20 million. It was only the letter S was like apparently the most fucking highest thing in the fucking thing. And apparently it was like pretty accurate too, because one of the things he was like, no, that's got to be bullshit. And so he actually Googled like how many times, and it was only like 3 off. And he was like, oh, so it might have gone up like a couple times since this game was made. So he was like, all right, so these are pretty accurate stats. And then he didn't like question any of the other ones after it because he's like, well, it was like 3 off. Like, what?
For like screaming or tires peeling or something.
Oh.
Jesus.
I wonder, because I thought they brought the hay back. I bet you if it wasn't rated, he might have been planning to do the hayride ticket.
Who, your pops?
Yeah.
Oh,
we did a couple years, and then some fucking hag in the fucking neighborhood fucking
complained.
Apparently got all fucking pissy about it, and I think we were getting ready and like setting it up for like the 3rd year, and cop showed up and told him that unless like he had like somebody that was like an adult that was assigned to like tell him when to stop and go and making sure people got on and off, and then everybody had to sign waivers and all kinds of shit, that he couldn't do it.
So gay.
So I'm like, y'all are like just out here trying to ruin shit for people.
Yeah, like, oh,
like we weren't charging people. He had his little lawnmower one.
Yeah.
Because Dad's got a hitch thing where you can pull a trailer, and it was just one of the smaller trailers with hay along the sides, and we would stop like every like 3 or 4 houses. Kids would get off, we'd wait a few minutes, they'd come back, it would get full, and then somebody would be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure almost at all times, like there was always a kid that had their parent with them.
Yeah.
So like the parent would always be like, all right, we're all full, and then he'd like pull up to the next few houses, and then and we're just doing like 2 miles an hour through the neighborhood.
No, I can't let him have fun though. God forbid.
Yeah. God forbid. God forbid fucking somebody did something that fucking maybe fucking made somebody's night a little bit more fun.
It's crazy. There's this many kids. It's fucking pouring.
Well, they got some heart. I give it to you because I only have noticed like a couple pass.
I keep seeing them in the rear in the side mirror. There's a fucking
Mine's all like
it doesn't stop,
way
and
too
there's like cars
foggy.
going with them and shit, and it's like
And it's also well from my angle,
yeah.
it's pointed into
Oh
the
yeah,
car.
it's I
So
pointed in more over there. I try to get it where online set is the proper places,
where online,
especially after that mother.
where's that? I gotta know what online said.
Whatever that is,
Because I know how I line it up.
I lined it up. I tried to find. It wasn't far off from where I usually had it. I think I had to bring that in a little when I brought this out a little bit. But who knows? I guess it's just preference. I'm just trying to see the car, and I think right there I can see.
I like to have in that inside like maybe 15 to 20% of it. I like to be able to see my own vehicle.
Yes.
And when I'm delivering, obviously, at like the bottom, like 15% or so, like so in that little corner or whatever, the bottom left corner,
Yeah.
I like to see like the hub of the rear tire.
Oh no, I don't see no tire.
Because that I'm backing up a lot, and I
Yeah.
like when I'm throughout my day, I'm like, all right, I got like a foot, and I'll crank the fucking steering wheel. But when I'm in traffic, like going back at night, I have to lean it up like a
Did
fucking.
I say that before?
inch or
I
two,
did
so.
fucking. I was somewhere I think in like fucking. I'm gonna say I don't know statute of limitations, but I pulled up somewhere to deliver something to a business, and I backed up or whatever. I think I had to do like a 3-point turn to get out. It was like parking lot to a main road,
Mm-hmm.
and I just pull right in. And you're like in the spot, so I had to do like wait for traffic and do a quick little 3-point turn thing. And they had like a metal fucking like awning type thing that come down from the roof.
Yeah.
I fucking definitely heard her "Arr!" and fucking pulled that bitch out a little bit, and I was like, oh, and I just left. I was like, oh no.
I hear lots of little scripts and scrapes throughout the day, but mine are always trees. And I'm always normally on the road, not even on like the edge either. I'll be like just going, like I'm like a good foot from the fucking edge of the road or whatever. And these trees in these neighborhoods just don't get fucking cut down. So I'll just be driving and I hear, and I'll fucking look in the thing. I'm like, oh, the fucking tree. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad it. I hope that like they got to realize that just because your van got scraped up that day, it doesn't mean that you actually hit something. It can mean that you were literally driving like normal, and just places need to keep up on their shit because I don't know why. Because fucking when I get next to like a fucking FedEx van or some shit, they're way bigger than I am.
Mhm.
So if I'm hitting them things, they are fucking them trees.
Yeah,
up.
you whack shit all the time. In the CDV in the country, in the big one, you ever get one of them with the bus?
No,
driver
I
door?
haven't had the CDV yet.
So you
I
shouldn't
think
like
that's
this.
the one I haven't had yet.
Yeah, fucking that shit was dope. Big old fucking thing, but they give you more deliveries. But I had that bitch in the country. Sometimes you just be thwacking. You hear it hit the box. Thwank. Like that was a big old branch. You see them break sometimes. You see them fall and hit the road. You be like, damn, dude. Took like half that limb off that tree. Yeah, dude, I don't miss that. I don't miss that job, but I might be back soon. I don't know.
Out here doing God's work.
I'll fucking see how this shit goes. I'm gonna have to stop over at the fucking spot in this goddamn fucking rain and all these people out. Try to get me in a little jobby. Try to put myself into a job cannon. Fire myself off the jobby land where jobs go on jobbies. See if I can snag one.
See if you can snag you up one of these hot and fresh jobbies.
Winter's coming, and I need from what I hear, the economy's not doing so hot. Hiring ain't so great, so I was like, well, I might as well get a second jobby while I still can and hold that bitch down. And then everybody else is like, yo, you going to the bread line today? I'll be like, I got 2 jobs, man. There's still rich people out there ordering pizza. Not as much, but enough. So that'll probably suffer. So that will suffer. The tips will suffer. But it's like, dude, people still need to fix. You know what? The first thing you got to fix if you're going to keep going to work, if it's broken, is your goddamn car. Unless you want a bus line.
I think he's BSing me. But we were talking about winter the other day, just chilling in the morning. And I think he was BSing me. But some dude was saying that he fucking was getting tips last fucking Christmas Eve. When he was like sitting there like taking the picture and shit, he'd be fucking around and like here and there at like different stops. Not like a ton. I think he said he got
That's
like,
crazy.
maybe $100 or something. Like
That's crazy.
during the whole day.
I'd never.
But he was like, yeah, like a lady would come out and she'd be like, oh, here, thank you for working, blah blah blah, or whatever.
I never had
And
that.
he said like it'd be like $20 or something.
That's
Like,
wild.
dude,
I wish.
I went nearly double my fucking salary that hour.
The only thing I
I'd be
remember
happy.
when I was there, the winter I was there, they started this thing. Oh, good luck. They started this thing. I don't think they got candy, bud. Be careful.
That's why I was watching from walking behind that fucking white sub. There's a fucking tow thing to pick up cars.
Yeah, I see.
That thing's solid. You fucking swack that fucker, you feel it.
Cause I got stitches in my fucking when I worked at that McLean place. Them little gator things that my boy's boy was fucking around on, ditching me.
Yeah,
that didn't work. I was walking with something in my hand because I went and grabbed something and I was walking back, but there was like a line of those and I skipped over one. But I must have dragged my leg up, so like I jumped with one and then pulled up the other leg, and I must have caught it and pulled up, and I did it all quick. I didn't feel it bleeding. I looked down though because I felt hit something, but it didn't hurt. And I looked, skin fucking hanging on my fucking shin. So I had to go to dude. People were like, "What the fuck, dude?" And then it hurt the next day after I got the stitches. Like, but I went right back to work. They're offering me light duty and shit, like office cleaning shit or whatever, and I was like, I'm good. And then fucking, dude, you're a little champion. Little champions here, dude. Yes,
the champs arrived.
And then I'm in that truck like, my leg. Oh, I'm going to be sick. It hurts so bad. Oh, man. But yeah, fucking, the only thing they did that winter, they started doing the Hey Alexa thing, where if people who had Alexa, or I guess you could use the app too, I don't remember. We didn't do it because I knew I wasn't going to get it because it's bullshit. If you got your feedback during the time the program was live, and it was once the program went live, it was like 10 million or however many million of these actual little moments, feedbacks would be counted toward you would get a $5 extra tip. You would get $5 more in your paycheck for every feedback, hey Alexa, good, like this was a good delivery or whatever that you got from a customer during the period.
Gotcha.
And I remember like I was off for a couple of days, and by the day I went back, it was like the last day. I was like reading online, people were like, it's probably gonna be done tomorrow. Like they've already filled this many. And like, yeah. And I didn't, I heard a couple of people got a few extra bucks, but it's like in the time period because it was so quick. However long the feedback takes, it's like a delayed a day or whatever the fuck. I didn't get no goddamn $5. And I had mostly good. I seen my shit 1 or 2 times where I only had like a handful at either job of negative feedbacks.
Yeah, normally I fucking finish out like a week or like 1,500 with like 5 or less negative things.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I feel like, once in a while, you also got misclicks and shit too, like that. Like when I know like my most recent one, because I had asked about it, because the front door and rear door are right next to each other, I'm pretty sure that day it was like raining or something. And so I was probably trying to go quick, and I think I might have clicked the wrong one, and I didn't even notice. I just took my picture and dipped, and they were like, yeah, you marked this as the wrong spot. And I was like,
who cares?
So like some of them are just like that, and I'm like, well, and it's still at the right spot too, though, isn't it? Doesn't it say front door?
That's why you do hand to customer sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, I do. I don't know what they did because it was just my last shift, but all of a sudden now I had a good handful, like a couple handful of people that would come out and meet me and shit, and so I'd fucking start going back on the thing, and I'd hit to do the customer thing. It wouldn't even have me type in their name or have them sign. I'd just swipe it.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of them are just swipes. You were telling me, because that's why I think I said that. I've never had. I think I said never that. Before that last shift, before Wednesday. Never. That's once. Crazy. If I've ever had that's what customer, I've always had to type in a name and have them. That's why I think last time we brought it up, I was saying they must be like how they're changing shit. I was like, that must be new where they do it for everybody, because I was almost damn certain that that's why as soon as you said it, it would just swipe it most of the time. And then when it wouldn't, I would just type in a fucking name and turn my phone sideways and fucking scribble it. Then who knows? Everybody, you sign cursive. Nobody knows. I give my best shot. If his name is Jim Schwartz, I do a uppercase cursive J and then squiggles, because that's what you do.
The only one I've ever done where I've signed for it is the fucking police department.
Yeah.
Because there's never anybody there. And I don't want to go wandering around a police
No.
department. No
I walked
offense.
into. I had to go to the North Syracuse one time.
I don't want to walk into some room that I'm not supposed
Yeah.
to be in. And
Yeah.
local Amazon guy got shot
Oh.
at the fucking police
I
department
had to
today.
take a piss, but I'll do it after this story. I had one time. I don't know if I brought it up before, where I was over in Moravia, and I took it to the prison, the state prison. And it was a couple boxes, different names. Fucking, I walk in to the front area, and I'm like, walk in and shit. I fucking, right at the front, the dudes, all the metal detectors and all this shit. Couple cops, big fucking beefy guys sitting there, or COs or whatever, sheriffs or something. And they're like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, I got Amazon deliveries for here. And the guy's like, yeah, it happens a lot. And I went, they can get packages? And he's like, yeah, they can only get like certain stuff on certain lists. And he's like, we got to check it all anyway. But I was like, all right. And I was like, so I don't have no sign for any of these or nothing. And he's like, nah, you're good.
That'd be wild if they made you have people sign for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think he did or something. He's like, I can sign for it or if you need me to. And I was like, no, I'll get it. And because I know he doesn't. That's what I'm saying. I would do that shit even when I had to sign because I was like, I left this in their garage or where it's or front door or whatever, or I know they got it or they were right around the area. I would say if they're like outside and stuff. But I would. Like, I take a gamble that like most people aren't even gonna use the feedback. They're not gonna go on Amazon, especially older people. They're not gonna go on. They probably don't have the app, and they're probably not gonna go online and go to their account settings. They probably don't ever fuck with it, and then find the past deliveries and go to find the. You know what I mean? And I'm gambling also that I'm not gonna get some. You might get some, but fine. I'll take the 1 in every 1,000 or plus or whatever. That'll be like, well, he didn't actually hand it to me when he just dropped into my garage safely inside that I had to open right on the step. Right next to the garage door into the house. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you get one of those, but I still have faith in people. As crazy as it sounds, if you listen to the rest of this podcast, I have enough faith that the silent majority of people, not just in this country, but around the world, there's normal people trying to get by.
I don't know. I think you give somebody a little bit of power to fuck over somebody else's life and they'll abuse it.
I don't think so, because most people don't do it. Most people aren't doing it.
That photo of me marking it at the rear door and taking a photo of it at the front door, the people didn't review my 300 plus photos that day. That person went and was like, oh no, I have it marked on my account to be at the front door. And this photo is of my front door, but it says rear door.
Yes, exactly. Like, most likely. And that's stupid. But I'm saying, how many was that? That's one out of every probably 1,500, 1,000, whatever. Well, 2,000.
But I'm doing the right thing there. So if I was doing like just fucking signing it off where they didn't sign,
it doesn't matter. It's
that
the same,
person would definitely do it.
That's the thing. It's against. Either way. It's the same thing's going to count against your score. It's the same amount. It's not like, well, you did that on purpose and you lied and said it doesn't matter. You lied and said it was the front door instead of the rear or whatever you did. It's the same thing to them. Who fucking cares? But most people don't do that. And I do a lot of those. Most of the people where I would do that, and I'd be like, I signed for it, but they weren't. I mean, I never saw the person, but I could figure they were home or they would be. I hid it behind their pumpkin decoration right next to the front door and took a good picture so they'll know, oh, that's the pumpkin to the left of the door. Got it. Cool. And then I don't think they get on the thing and go hand it to customer and then a picture. I don't know if they show it, but a picture, maybe they do that. It's all technical of the signature that I signed in. They get a little picture of that. Be like, that's not my signature. Like, who's going to do that? You gonna try to get me on forgery for bringing you your package safely?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you and a judge to fucking taste my scrotum. Get out of here. Oh, see that? Yeah, they got a cart. Oh no, he's hopping in the back of a car. Oh shit! I thought he was pulling people because of how he hopped up. He's in the back of a Subaru with the hatch open. Gun it. Yo, I'm gonna run inside and piss quick.
Yep.
We back up in it. Ooh, yeah.
Relieve the old bladder. You feeling better?
Oh, yeah. I feel relieved.
Don't feel like you're filled with baby batter?
No, baby batter. Oh, shit. I don't know when they close tonight. Because usually on Halloween, they think they let them out early.
But who out early?
There's pizza shop.
Oh.
I think they close earlier than they normally do once the rush dies down to let the people get out. But I may be misremembering. It don't matter. I can stop by tomorrow. Like, yo, you got any of them jobbies? Scratching my neck and shit.
Dude, they might hook you up quick. Then know you really want it.
He needs money, clearly.
If we don't give him a job tonight, he'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back later.
Can you? Yeah.
I'll be back in 2 hours.
Yeah. Could you tell me really quick? Because I got to get to the 5 p.m. free crack giveaway with my best friend, Crack Baby.
Yeah, that's great, dude. Fucking trick or treating. I'm assuming the people.
Why the fuck would you do that? Why would you reference it? Now people are gonna know. Now people are gonna know that it's late. You referenced it.
I said that's great, trick or treating. I didn't reference anything.
He did.
I referenced trick or treating. That happens every single year.
Yeah.
And you sit in a driveway, and so people probably think that you're waiting for your kid to come back, and so they send their kids, and then they get like 95% of the way up there, and they're like, "There's no kids, and there's no that time."
There we go. Now there's just this light.
Yeah, the suspect light. When the suspect light's on, then you really know you're
there's an interrogation going on in here.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out what this bong knows.
Speak.
Who are you working with?
How much did they pay you?
Tell me.
Tell me now. I'll hit you. You don't want to be hit again, do you?
That's right. Now you can't see us, and we can see you.
Ooh. Oh my God. Speaking of not being able to see people, I saw some total fucking retard the other day, and I so badly, like, I wanted to fucking do or say some stupid shit and have a tweak out moment, but then the little inkling in my brain was like, probably don't to this one.
Let it go.
They had their fucking windshield tinted.
Yeah.
I couldn't see. Every window of this car was tinted. I could not see the human in the car, and I was looking through the windshield.
Yes.
I was like...
You've never seen that? Is that new to you? Oh, my God, no. I don't like that.
Sub.
You know what? Let's just,
Scrubbers. Didn't like that.
let's just leave it off for a minute. That's the second time that's happened. And only the second time, but I do not like it. Maybe it hasn't.
The air scrubbers fucking just get overloaded. It's like, I need a break. I'm getting warm.
I'm kind of panicking because now we're sinking.
The sub is it naturally wet?
Nope.
That's something you should tell somebody before they get inside of your sub. It's not naturally buoyant. I would have brought my floaties. I don't want to sink. I can swim, but it's cold.
I don't like it.
Don't like the results you're getting?
No, because it's just everything. There's nothing specific.
Yeah.
Or it's all, like while driving. Or in traffic quickly.
Things that...
There's not anything specific to the situation. Like, no, I'm just fucking sitting in it for a fucking goddamn couple of hours.
Yeah, because most people ride.
But it does not have that function. So, it's not... God, it would suck if we needed to jump it. If we needed to jump it, that wouldn't be the problem. Like, whatever that is would not be the problem. It would not be, it just needs to jump now.
You'd be good. There's a fucking thing right next to you. Literally plugged into that truck.
Oh, I don't like them things. It's scary.
Keeps it charged because there's I think it's either 2 or 4 extra batteries in the back.
Yeah,
so it cycles them so that they don't die. Because otherwise, just sitting there, they lose charge.
Mm-hmm. Well, Allah willing, she will start again. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Even if I'm peaked up, it was like, yep, inshallah.
Yeah. Praise be to him. Oh, man. Yeah, that's fucking. I don't know what we're talking about. It don't matter. Oh,
it doesn't matter. This again. This is scripted. We just gotta read what's on the cue card.
Yeah. The prompter died. Put this up.
Oh yeah, we got prompter money. That's why there's no video, because we
put all the money into a prompter because otherwise we couldn't do this. Just unscripted podcast? Are you kidding me? Off the top of the dome for hours?
Yeah, who you know doing that?
You know, giving it to you like that. Doing a full Rogan and the horse? We could just be in here right now in a Halloween in a horse costume.
Yeah,
fucking doing a full literally.
With no video. It's just sweating.
These kids would be walking up and we'd be like, should they turn and see just like a horse's ass or a head, depending on what side of the car they're on, and just hear like a muffled, there's no candy here, bud. There's no candy here, bud.
The horse in the car said there's no candy. They're like, what?
Actually, it was the horse's ass.
There's a what in the car?
There's a lot of smoke coming out of it.
I think he might be on fire.
I think that smoke's on fire. The horse is on fire inside that car. Hell yeah! Give it a couple extra horsepower. I was pissed off when I figured out horsepower was like 1 horsepower wasn't just 1 horse's power.
Yeah,
I was pissed. I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Huh? What a stupid fucking unit of measurement, then. Like, why don't you find an animal that it was equal to 1 of its power and name it that? Why isn't it fucking rhino power? Hippo power? Like, you know when them some bitches get going. How about fucking alligator? Gator power. Gator power. You know, they can run quick, short distances. That creepy sideways run they do.
Yeah.
Come get you.
I always like that. You know, like 10. Well, I mean, I know that one's a little bit like different-ish, but anything where it's called one thing that it's not, you know, 10-gallon hat type shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but it's not 10 gallons.
Oh, man.
I can't think of any others, unfortunately. But I know there is others out there where it has a name, but it's not that.
Somebody's over here scaring people. That's what it is.
Somebody's real spooked. Somebody's got some... Oh, somebody's probably sitting outside with like the thing on their lap, like a scarecrow looking thing or something, and then they're probably like moving when they go to reach for it.
That's too easy. When I was growing up, there was this one guy, and I only remember him doing it one year, somewhere in my neighborhood, where he was. I don't think he was holding the bowl. I think he was sitting right next to it. Like the bowl was on the stoop, or whoever, maybe the people were handing it out the door still at the stoop. They had a shed, like how my deck is. It's the stoop and then a small skinny deck next to it up front.
Yeah.
Not like a nice porch or nothing. But literally right to your right or left, whatever. So he was like either right there to the left or on the porch, or it was off to the side of the stoop, right in the grass on a chair or a bench or something. But with all this, there's all this other stuff in the yard, flashing lights and pumpkins lit up and shit. This motherfucker was sitting dressed like a scarecrow decoration, like something you put out, some scary looking thing, with a creepy mask on, and he had like cartoonish. I don't know how else you would make them, especially back then, because they were eyeballs fixed. They weren't like googly or nothing. Yeah. Eyeballs probably like with fucking purple fucking and green in them and shit, like Halloweeny, kitty looking, but they're flashing. It's like it's a little set of 2 flashing eyeballs.
Yeah,
fucking in the eye holes of the mask, flashing. Yeah, bright. Just sitting there, not moving, still as shit. So we were all walking up, and we were like, "There's no way there's a guy." We thought like, and then we're like, "Oh no, there's no way it's a dude because the fucking things are in the eyes." The motherfucker was sitting there with the goddamn things right up against his goddamn eyes, just flashing, but could see like looking right at that light, unless they weren't flashing in the back. But I feel like still, where like it would have been.
Well, if they're LEDs, the LEDs are direction.
This was like
they don't emit.
This was like 2001, 2 maybe.
You had LEDs.
All right.
LEDs aren't like super new.
Well, whatever. So maybe that's why I was amazed. And then they're in the way of his eyes too. Yeah. So it's like, and then I about shit my fucking costume. I about shit my Charmander costume. I fucking Because I was apprehensive at first, like you are with all things like that are set up like that. But then we're like, nope, this one for sure isn't the guy. Because there was other people that would sit and do that too. But this one was like, I let my guard all the way down. We all did, because we were like, nope, look it, he's got the eyes, and that's when he went, ah! He hit us with the Howard Dean, ah! Real quick. And you're like, ah!
About a week ago, hold up, a guy was dressed up as Michael Myers, and I was en route. And I hit like on the street. There was like 3 or 4 stops.
It was a guy walking around?
No. He was standing out in the yard dressed as Michael Myers.
During the day?
Yes.
That's
crazy. And the wife was outside setting up like
so he's just being a weirdo?
Yeah,
just like,
setting up other Halloween fucking shit. But he was like just standing there like in like a little like, whatever kind of pose he would be in. And while I was doing the thing, when I did like my couple side, I kind of noticed, I wasn't like watching him or staring at him, but I kind of noticed it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. She's setting up. Well, I said she's setting up stuff because at the time I
didn't know it was
like
him.
A fucking thing. But then as I rode by, I had a package at their neighbors or whatever. As I rolled by, because I had my door open, he then like turned and started running at the van. I just laughed. I was like, ah!
That would have been hilarious. Dude, when I was younger, this is a good Halloween episode, making me remember shit. I remember one time I was doing for Amazon over in East Syracuse, and it was like a house almost on the corner lot. If I had a map, I could tell you exactly where it is. It's like if you're coming in from Kirkville Road, you go down like from the Amazon place, across the cliffs, heading down toward Syracuse that way, and you go past that church that they turned into a mosque down there. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That neighborhood. If you just keep going straight, as that road bends, then it takes like the hard left, and goes up toward like Bridge Street or whatever, or you go straight into the neighborhood. Right on that street, there was they had like an enclosed front porch, and it's daytime still. It was about this time of year. I went up. Actually, it might not, no, because I didn't work on Halloween. So either they had it left up still, or they just had these sick motherfuckers had this up all year. They had like, I go and I'm at the front door, like opening the little swinging part to like set it in between the door and that. I do that a lot too. And take a picture of it, close it. And when I stand up from doing that, that's when I notice to my right, set up in there is like an 8, 9, 10 foot tall, like as tall as it could be, in the enclosed porch in the corner, Michael Myers with the knife in the raised position. But it's just a statue, it's like decoration, but it's real big and like looks, And I just noticed it as I was like turning my head back and up, and I went, oh, like I jumped and like, oh, like got mad scared, and I'm on the Ring camera, and I looked at it, I like in front of the Ring camera, and went, you fuckers got me, like. There was when I was younger. When I was younger, we were running around one night as we were kids, like playing out after dark, walking the streets, like later than we should have been usually. It was like a special night, probably maybe we were off school or something. It was a weekend coming up on Halloween, I feel like. So like the weekend before probably.
I just realized that if I was delivering tonight, I'd probably get mad candy. Because anybody I walk up to, I'd probably give them back to be like, I'll take some candy. I'm like, fine.
But we're walking.
At least I'm a full grown adult and you're giving me candy. I ain't got to play. I ain't got to wear no costume.
But we're walking.
I am wearing a costume.
Yeah. We're walking down the street, and this fucking. So it's like late. There's not a lot. Just cars coming and going once in a while. And then all of a sudden, this fucking van drives by. And the music's blaring. Like through the neighborhood, comes around a corner into our vision. Yeah. And it starts playing real loud. And we were like, oh my God, we fucking run, and we're cutting through yards into the fucking woods and shit like that, freaking out. And then they fucking like drive by and yell something. They were obviously like teenagers or young adults fucking with us and shit.
Yeah, 40-year-old adults.
They were maybe. It sounded like kids. From the voice, it sounded like younger. But so probably just could drive. But they had like a rape van, like a creepy, like a Astro van or something.
When I ran
and they're fucking doing, and then they bang down the street, and we can hear them blocks over because they're still playing the music.
Yeah.
And then we start hearing it get louder, and they're coming back our way. Like they were like looking for it, like kind of like, dude. And we just kept going, like we walk back out into the street and be like, yo, I hope they come back. And then fucking they come in, and we're like, oh, he's dead. Just turning it off and start driving down the street. Like I'm surprised nobody called the cops, but it was funny as shit.
It's all good fun back.
It was, dude.
Now, fucking Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't think if they were trying to grab children, they would be
Yeah.
drawing attention to themselves with the wires.
I thought they'd be blaring the music so you can hear a blocks over. If they're actually snagging kids. That'd be kind of dumb.
Pretty bold. It would be bold.
Yeah, very.
You'd almost argue if they pulled it off, they should get away with it. Almost.
Not quite, but almost. Like the dude that was trying to fucking knapsack the fucking kid in broad daylight at the park. I was like, dude, I mean, yes, the kid broke his fucking ankles like 2 times, but had he pulled that off, I mean, Jesus, come on now.
No,
he's got an axe for it.
I would like to be that's a good character. A guy that, somebody that kidnaps kids, but it doesn't do anything to him. He just takes them from one place to another and drops them off and leaves. Like, he's just like,
what is that term for, there's one for, you're a virtuous kidnapper.
Why is it virtuous? It's not
because there's virtuous pedophiles.
What is that? I don't think that's an oxymoron. That's an oxymoron.
Virtuous pedophiles.
It's like jumbo shrimp.
Are people who are self-admittedly
but they don't.
Minors,
but they stop themselves.
But they will not actually have physical contact.
Okay, that makes
with the
sense.
minor.
Yes.
They know it's wrong.
Yes.
They can't. They say they can't help. They have urges, but they know it's wrong.
Yeah,
so
I get
they
that.
would
Okay,
not
that
do
makes
that.
sense.
So you're a virtuous kidnapper.
But no, I still am doing. But the virtuous pedophile, if they truly are one, they're not doing anything wrong. I am doing something wrong. I'm stealing a kid, and I'm just dropping him. I'm putting him in danger. No, I'm not bringing him back. I'm like taking him and dropping him over
some random spot.
Yeah, I don't do anything.
Oh, so that's like real kidnapping.
Yes, that's all. I said kidnapping kids, but I don't do anything to them. I just drop them off somewhere that's not home. Like I take them over to Pennsylvania border, and I say, "Get out! Get out!"
Trafficking. I'm just kidnapping and trafficking. I'm not doing anything wrong.
So is it not trafficking if I don't take them? If I take them just to the border?
I think if you take them over a certain distance, they deem it trafficking.
I drop them. I get right before the sign that says "Welcome to Pennsylvania," and I go, "All right, kid, hop out. See all this here? That's Pennsylvania. Everything behind you is New York. The choice is yours. Make the right one. Godspeed you. Godspeed you."
Peel off.
Go grab a kid in Pennsylvania, bring him up to the fucking border.
You get there and that other kid is still there.
I want to go home too.
Well, you guys can switch lives right now. They want a kid, they'll take you.
That's not virtuous. Still a crime.
A couple of them.
Yeah,
federal.
Yeah, the second one because I crossed state lines. All right. So I had to keep it. I had to move to Pennsylvania if I wanted. I had to maintain a residence in every state.
You have to become rich so you can be a virtuous kidnapper.
It's not virtuous, though.
But you call yourself a virtuous kidnapper.
No, I wouldn't.
Because you're not like doing bad things to the kids. You just leave them in a bad place.
No, but I'm acknowledging. Not even a bad place. It's just
you're leaving them pretty close to PA. I would say that's a bad place.
Yeah, that's true. Someone else, the judge would give me a time for that. He'd be like, of all the borders you could have taken to.
They could have got turned into a bridge down there.
I'm never. Not that I ever thought it would happen or even want it to be a thing, but I'm never going to be elected to any public office.
This one would fuck you up. It'd be like a week before the election. You'd be like, dude, they ain't find none of this shit. They did a great job scraping that shit. And then they'd be like, all right, episode, such and such, loosen the bag. We have you agreeing to being a virtuous kidnapper?
Interesting.
We'll play the audio clip. Let it speak for itself.
Yeah, but you got to play the whole thing. Like I'd be like, I said right at the beginning, that's a fun character. We've said if you go to multiple other episodes, it's all satire. It's satire. It's parody. What if it's real? We've
already said the best things that we've said are all made up.
I'd be pleading my case, like, for God's sakes, I'm doing Andrew Cuomo.
I like some of our actual stories. I really wish that I could have Brendan tell the fucking tape and bag stories because he does it much better. But still, Like, you know, I feel like there's half decent times, but I feel like some of the best are when we're just making something up. Especially something that's insane and crazy and would never happen.
Yeah, it's the wildness of the premise. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna steal children. Anyone to steal children and be like, there's no reason other than I'm so sick that I get my jollies on fucking just moving them around, just dropping them in a place they don't know, and then whatever happens to them is that, hey, look, I didn't do nothing to them. If they get hit by a car trying to cross the road, that's on that kid.
You should have taught him. You should have taught him to look both ways.
And like, did you touch him? I'm like, God, no. He stank.
You think I am a monster?
He stank. I told him if he crossed up from third row seating to the middle, I'd get him with the taser I have. But other than that, no. I stopped at McDonald's. I fed him.
I got him a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
No, I kept the toy.
He said his parents never let him have fucking Happy Meals. They never let him get McDonald's. I was like, well,
he didn't even know it got.
That's the real crime here. I'm gonna get you. You know what, son? I can't cross the border with you. But
I can't.
But I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna get you McDonald's Happy Meal, and then I'm gonna get you as close as I physically can without committing more crimes to a White Castle. You know what a White Castle is, son? And I gave him money for a crave case.
I set him off in the right direction.
Hey, you didn't touch him or harm him? God, no! What kind of animal would do that? I just take him and bring him somewhere else. Why? I don't know. I've always been this way.
The taker.
I'm the taker. I have a special set of skills. The whole movie, I'm trying to steal somebody else's daughter. Like the daughter I'm trying to get back is just some people's daughter. I'm trying to take them.
And you don't find out till the end. Because, like, once you finally, like, you know, obviously the climax or the ending or whatever, you finally get her. And then it, like, shows fucking, like reporter footage of, like, the mom and dad going, like, whoever took our daughter, please bring her back. And then you, like, realize it's like, wait, that wasn't his daughter the whole time. And then you, like, think back and it's like, wait, he never says it's his daughter.
And then the last scene, yeah, exactly.
He just says the daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't say my daughter.
The last scene is fucking just, like, the bottom shot of the, like, right on the road. The camera's right on the road, on the shoulder. And a car pulls up and pulls over, so you just see the bottom and the tires. And then a fucking door opens, and you hear, like, muffled shouting. And then the door opens, and fucking you see little kids' feet get out, and then fucking... close the door! And they close the door, and then fucking bit peels out. And then it's fucking...
You hear the kid go, I don't even want a fucking crave case.
Those burgers taste like shit!
I've been to White Castle. I told him I haven't been to White Castle because I figured we'd be in public if you took me in and I could get saved.
Yeah. The fuck? I don't even like White Castle. They put the onions right in the fucking burger.
Can't pick him out.
And then he just pulls out a cell phone and calls fucking home. Like, yeah, because I didn't do anything to him. I never touched him. I just was like, stay down back there and be quiet. If I see you reach for the phone, I'll kill you. I'm not going to.
Yeah. It was a water gun, Your Honor.
Listen, you can call your parents to get you when I drop you off where I drop you off. Nothing's going to happen to you. We might even stop for food.
Yeah. You had a Happy Meal?
I'm just going to put your parents out like fucking... I don't know. Depends on how far we end up going, but maybe like $60 round trip and gas. It's funny to me. I get off on it. Not in a sexual way. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And that's all that we have in these trying times. God damn it. Now you lay down, because they're probably looking for you.
I can't even afford my own slave. I got to get off somehow.
Why do I want a slave? What are you talking about?
That robot.
Oh, yeah. I can't get my robot made. The fuck? It's like, what are you talking about? I just want to go home. I'm like, you can go home when your parents come get you. We're probably going to stop, like, I don't know, Binghamton or Corning. You ever been to the Glass Museum? I'll drop you off at the Glass Museum. We'll get there before they close. It's free entry, I'm pretty sure. If not, come back to the car. I'll give you $10. Or whatever it is. And you can call your parents. You want to take my phone? Like, no, God, no. You hold on to that. Play some games. Just be quiet. Don't text anybody.
Don't text nobody. They're in the back making TikToks.
Turn your location off real quick.
That's good. Oh, damn. Oh, got me. I must have hit the fucking glass and splashed.
Oh, yeah. That's
That
fucking
one
wild,
came
though.
over and went, "Pow."
That's wild, though. Fucking
The taker.
the taker. Yeah, that'd be hilarious, dude. I'm trying to steal Liam Neeson's daughter. And I keep doing it. Like when I keep like the whole.
I have a better set of skills.
Yeah. I keep doing a shitty Scottish impression or whatever he is. I'm doing the fucking what is it? They Connery type fucking like fucking. I have a very special set of skills. I'm gonna listen, kid. I'm just gonna take you to the border. Maybe get you some McDonald's. You can call your parents when we get to Corning. I'll bring you to the Glass Museum.
Why are you doing this?
I just do Andrew Cuomo voice the whole time. I'll have a mask on. I'll have a fucking as good as I can get Andrew Cuomo mask.
Ooh.
And then I'll fucking be in the car like, listen, kid, they screwed me. They screwed me out of the governor, screwed me out of being mayor. This is all I got left, taking kids across the state and dropping them off. I will bring New York to its knees. Nobody will be safe, but I won't harm you. I'll do nothing to you. I won't even pinch your ass and breathe on your neck. Just do that the whole time. I think he kept saying he was Andrew Cuomo. He sounded kind of like the guy from Joe Dirt. That bad movie that Dad likes to watch. He's his buddy. Says he's gonna hit people in the head with a soldering iron. Yeah. That guy. I'm pretty sure it was him. Or Andrew Cuomo. I don't know. Is a fucking APB out for good old Andy. Again.
Andy, you gotta stop fucking up, man. Dude. That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Cuomo is the taker.
Dude, a couple more days till election day. Hopefully you can pull it off.
Dude, I'm telling you, the airplane, they're doing their pre-flight
4 more
checks.
days. 4 more days. Buddy fucking better.
And pilots are getting their passport stamped.
I'd like to see him win legit, though. I'd like to see him, last
However
minute.
that works.
Last minute, the polls, just like Trump, the polls are all wrong. Fucking, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew for mayor.
You're going to be shocked and awed. I'm going to be saying I told you so.
I would never be shocked and awed. I believed in him the whole time. The whole time, Corey.
Then why do you bring up these polls?
The polls are concerning. They always are. We were conditioned to believe them. But I should remember that the polls haven't been so right of late. So hopefully we can get a Cuomo back in office in New York. Really shake things up.
Shake things up.
Shake things up.
Shake some titties, shake some ass.
Shake ass. I was gonna say politically and tiddly.
Go down that skull thing, or do Scully or whatever they call that shit, and
What?
make your ass jiggle.
What?
That bitch. That's what that thing when you slide the reverse bobsled with one person. It's called Scully.
Oh, you're talking about my girl, fucking Crappa?
Your green card lady.
Crappa? Was that her name?
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like that.
Crappa. Yeah, I follow her on Instagram. Let's see.
Your green card lover girl. You gotta hit her up.
How do you
Yo, baby,
how do you see
wanna be
who-
an American?
How do you see everybody you're following?
I have no idea. I've gotten like over 1,000
Crappa.
views.
Crappa.
Dude, there you go.
I can message her?
I've gotten like over 1,000 views in the past 90 days.
Word, look at you.
Yeah. I'd be posting.
Yeah, see her Instagram though doesn't have none of the good stuff. It's all from the front. They're kinda.
Doesn't have her going Scully or something.
Yeah, she's perfect.
My lady.
And milady tips fedora. No, fucking she's a straight up from the boot wop. So she ain't talking like it is.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, dude, that would get annoying quick as fuck.
No,
I get.
she's quiet.
No, I bet you she's not. She's Italian. I get tired of her.
Italian women are mouthy?
But it'd be cool for I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
They're probably
I
like,
didn't think that.
probably,
I thought the Italian woman would be meek or whatever they
no,
call
I
it.
don't think so. I
No?
think they're like, she's gonna be going fucking a mile a minute. Like she's gonna get mad at me and drop into fucking Italian, and I don't know Italian enough to know. Like I just hear like some bad words, and I'll be like, "Hey."
Yeah. She'll call you slurs that aren't for Italians.
No, I'll know when a couple slurs. Like, did you just call me fucking the way y'all do the N-word? Did you just call me a fucking eggplant? I'm like, my God, you gotta get out of here. I don't fuck with that racist shit.
Yeah.
You know
Leave
what?
your green card.
I'm gonna call ICE now. Yeah. I'll tell them. I'll be like, she's fucking Spanish. And they won't be able to tell because they're all fucking dumb hicks and like Proud Boys that got let out to doing January 6th. So fucking they'll just be like, yep, sounds close enough. And she'll be like, e chile de bepa. Principessa ciao, Bella. And they'll be like, yep, that sounds like fucking Mexican to me. Fucking.
They said it to Mexico.
She'll just be shouting at me, and I'll be like, you guys sure she's not resisting? I think she's resisting. I'm not filming.
It looks like resistance to me. If you need somebody to sign off.
I was going to say, I'll back you up. I got nothing to do most days. I'll be in court. I'll show up.
I'll be there. Get her ass out of here.
Yeah, dude.
So bad.
As they're putting her in the fucking car, fucking, I'll be like, you know what? You're a piss poor bobsledder, too. You ain't no Cool Runnings, bitch.
Thought you was something.
I thought, yeah. Everybody knows all the best bobsledders is Jamaican.
Obviously. Made a movie about it. That was always a fun movie to watch in school.
Oh, and here, we call it fucking gravy.
That's what they call it, sauce?
Well, I don't think they call it. Like, in The Sopranos, they go over to Italy and Paulie Walnuts, because all the food they're putting out is more traditional Italian food for the area they're in, so it's not like, I guess a lot of Italy, I don't think, use like red sauce. Probably at all, like hot. They probably do, I might be wrong, I don't remember, but it's not like as heavy as like Italian food here. You'd think, oh, it's a red sauce. It's always real fucking sauce. So it was like it was noodles and some green sauce. Some like, it looks more like Indian, like some kind of fucking, and he was like, they were looking at all the food weird, and he asked one of the guys or waiters, and he goes, hey, you got any gravy? And he goes, what? And he goes, gravy? And he goes, noodles and sauce? Or pasta and sauce or something? And the guy fucking, they mumble to each other like stupid fucking Americans or whatever like that. And yeah, so I'd be, that would piss her off if I fucking shouted that shit. You're like, sir, is this your wife? And I said, no, that's just my Goomba.
Pieces are supposed to be round.
Jesus,
the sauce goes under the cheese, bitch.
Yeah. We only eat Utica pizza in this house from a specific pizza place. We should start we should do another little project where we actually film. We just use up both of our phones or whatever and put the mics on, probably, right?
Yeah.
Or just one phone, maybe, and cut it. Yeah, we probably just cut it. But anyway, we do just one bite, but we just call it like the whole fucking slice or something like that, because we're not just going to be like, yeah, I just judge pizza off fucking one bite. And we're not assholes. So hopefully we fucking take his theme.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've had a lot of things where like the first bite I was like, oh god, this is awful, and then like the third or fourth bite I was like, oh no, it's actually good.
No,
but there's plenty of things where like the first bite isn't the best bite. Sometimes you don't get all the little bits that you need or whatever.
How are you not gonna talk about
this
the
heavy,
crust?
heavy in it? Like,
The crust
and
is an
plus,
important part.
How are you grading a pizza? And I don't even care for the crust 90% of the time. But how are you grading a pizza and not tasting the crust first?
You know what I'm saying? So we do the whole fucking slice.
Yeah.
And we'll be
the
like,
whole fucking pie.
And we just keep taking shots. We're like, you heard El Presidente. How about Governor Supreme?
Holy shit. Barely cleared that.
No, I didn't fucking say it. I'm high as fuck. This man, all I ate was one chicken tendy today.
I had a noodle bowl.
Noodle bowl? What's that?
The Devourer.
Oh, dude, that's what I got, Al. Last night, I went to the Walmart.
Yeah.
They didn't have they had your thing, the white. It's what is it?
White cheddar mac and cheese.
Isn't that Alfredo or something?
No,
that was Alfredo mac. Well, they didn't have that then. I haven't seen that there. And then they had one of them XL ones, but only one kind, and it was like that Gongju Korean beef or whatever over mac and cheese. And I was like, interesting, but I don't want. I feel like the bigger portion.
Are you going to the fucking Vonnet fucking Walmart?
Cicero? Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was barely any selection. And then I got, I did find what I was happy about, that smokehouse potato one.
Yeah.
That's the first one I ever got, and I thought they discontinued it. Yeah. And I was like, oh! So I grabbed 2 of them. I had one of them last night, so I got one more. Oh, I forgot I had one. That excites me. That shitty food.
That excites me. My fucking $5 to $6 fucking frozen meal.
That it was 6 something for both.
Rough. Oh, there you go.
And you know what was right above it?
Roughly what? Half of my day's nutrients.
Not even.
Well, your calorie intake. Right?
It's like probably 500. I'm guessing. Them things are never that big when you look at them.
No, they're not big, but aren't they calorie because of the sauce?
Like 500.
I heavy in the calories.
Oh, look. Pretty sure they're like, you know what I mean? Not that much. But you know what was right above it?
Gordon.
Yeah, I should have grabbed one, but I was like, those are like $5-6 for one.
If I didn't have to go to fucking back to work tomorrow, I was gonna try my lasagna, but I think I might try.
You got his lasagna?
Yeah.
Oh, word. See, I thought about that, or there was another one that didn't look bad. I forgot what it was. Fuck. I can't remember. There was one, and the mac and cheese. I was like, maybe the fucking mac and cheese might be good.
I was thinking about it, but then I was like, no, because like I'm so used to having like something in the mac and cheese that I didn't want that to be my first one that I got, and then I'm like, oh well, this is like some plain ass fucking mac and cheese, and then not like them because I'm used to like more shit being in the mac. It's beef.
Oh, you ever had I like the Stouffer's mac and cheese. That one's pretty good.
I don't think I've ever had that.
That one's not bad. It's orange cheese. It's just fucking noodle and cheese, but I like that one. It's filling if you get the large size. If you get the family size, that'd be disgusting. But you could probably try
their chicken something and noodles and bacon. The Devour.
That's the one I think of, Cajun Alfredo.
Something like that. That wasn't half bad.
I think I tried that once. I think that's what I thought you were talking about one time, so I tried it. That wasn't bad, but no, it's not the one you're talking about. Whenever I say the mac and cheese, it's always like, I don't know if it's a buffalo or if it's like a pulled pork one or something.
There's a buffalo and shells one. That's the one I get. It's mac and cheese, but it's not the long twisty noodles that are with the white cheddar. They're little curly shells.
I think I had that one. I don't know.
They still call it mac and cheese though.
Yeah, they're not bad. They call it mac and cheese, whatever the fucking thing is, as long as it has cheese.
If it's noodles and cheese, it's mac and cheese.
It's a certain consistency, at least, of.
Even though, yes, I do like a good fucking little elbow mac and cheese. Fucking.
Yeah, little elbows. That's a good one. I like when people be getting fancy and put multiple noodles in the mac and cheese.
Ooh.
When it's like shells.
I don't think I've ever had
shells
that.
and elbows.
I don't think
and maybe some of them spirally ones.
That'd be kind of dope. Get a little elbow stuck in a shell. Yeah. Get a little double.
Oh, yeah, dude. The noodles be noodling. Ooh. Yo, future podcast producer, hit me up. What's up, Phil?
Oh, yeah? So the newest episode was dope?
No, I sent him a picture of the board at work.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, did you put that there? And I said, yeah. And he said, some kid will probably go in with their parent and post it online. I hope so.
That's okay.
I hope so. I want the world to know.
I'm sure it's fake or something, but I guess 6'7" is dictionary.com's word of the year or something.
Yeah, Phil just told me that earlier.
Yeah,
that's why I sent that to him.
Oh, okay.
Because
maybe it's real. Then
we played chess.
I didn't look more into it, so I didn't want to claim it's real. But
we played chess on an iPhone, and we haven't texted in a few days since we were talking about whatever we were talking about. Conversation just petered out and ended. So So it's been a few days. So I hit him up and I just texted 6'7", but I wrote it out. And then he sent back. He's like, I guess that's the word of the dictionary word of the year or something. And I was like, what? And then I sent him that, and he's like, hey. This is Ben up there. My boss just today too. He was like, he goes, before I left, he goes, I fucking he goes, I don't know, or he goes, he said he's on TikTok and shit, and his kids know about it too. But he's like, my wife didn't know about the fucking 6'7" thing, and I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, so I've been saying it, and she doesn't get it. We were trying to explain it to her last night or whatever, and then he goes, and I didn't notice you changed that. And he goes, and I just was walking through earlier, and I saw it, and I started dying. And he's like, so I texted her if I could have a picture of it. I was like, it's great, dude. I fucking like embarrassing kids with it. I use it all the time now. I'm trying to make it uncool quicker. But I do think it's funny how they all think it's hilarious because in the little thing, like he said, that's what he said. He's like, we were trying to explain it to her, and like she just kept asking, like, I don't get it. What does 6'7" mean? And he's like, we'd just be like. Do the little dance or whatever, do a little motion. And I was like, that's fucking great. That's great.
That's great.
We call this 167. Episode 41, 67. Oh shit.
That's good.
Yeah, dude.
But I'd have to spell it out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh.
Otherwise it would bug you.
Yeah. I don't want to have numbers in the title of the episode.
What do we do for 100? Seriously, we're coming up. We're almost halfway to 100.
I was thinking, hopefully, do a video episode.
I know that would make sense. But should we do something special also for a video episode? Like we get video up.
My background thing I got going on is I'm fucking trying to work some overtime and shit. That's why I've been picking up like as many shifts as I can. And I plan to get a new phone. And if I get a new phone, then hopefully it'll line up with that and we can film one while I still have two of them, because that one will be going to my lady because her phone is shit in the bed.
It's hard to get her own phone.
I mean, then I will have hers though. Because I own the phone outright, so like it's not gonna go anywhere. So I'll have that one. So I'm thinking, once I get all the shit transferred and all that, and I restart it and everything, I'm thinking I could make that one just the recording thing, and then possibly at least have one camera to use for a video.
There you go. We can fucking do it up.
A newer one too, so it should have pretty decent
the best quality. There you go. But what do? What do we mukbang? We transition. We start the mukbang.
We could mukbang for the 100th video episode.
Mukbang. It's so fucking weird.
Come on.
I don't want to do that. I was joking. I wouldn't even be able to listen to that one. I'd be like, oh, it's so gross. It'd be the first video episode, and I'm gonna be like, I can't.
We could go somewhere. You eat like 2 or 3 things.
Yeah, but I don't want.
I'll just be eating.
I don't. Fuck that.
We could separate it so that if you just want to hear your audio, that you're only eating for a little bit.
I don't. I was joking. I was saying. Should we do something? What do we do?
Maybe we have on our first guest.
Oh, we get a guest? We'd have to get
I don't know who the fuck we would have.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to want to come and do this.
I would think the only person I could think of that would just offhandedly maybe be a good laugh would be Freak.
But he's not even local, right?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he's local enough that he could, I couldn't be like, oh, hey, Pollard, you want to be on our 100th episode? Because he'd be like, well, I'd have to, take multiple.
Yeah. Or buy a plane ticket, which is absurd.
Yeah. So it'd be an investment. Where, Freak has come up here, to hang out and shit for, a day or two before. So I could be like, if it was planned ahead, I'd be like, yo, Freak, around this time, you want to come up and fucking chill, and then, be a guest on my podcast?
See, here's the problem: is I feel like especially with this, I don't like that. I'm probably gonna not be having the pace we had with these, if it actually gets like cold and wintry.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just cold, we might be able to deal with it. But if it's actually snowing and shit, a decent amount. Like I'm not gonna be going out with this piece of shit as much.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if we keep the pace, when do we start this? When do we start recording?
I forget. We looked it up before.
Was it like April or May or some shit?
Something like that.
So we've been doing it how many months?
Well, it's been up since July.
We've been doing it for like 6,
What?
at least. So
We were recording for like
or 7,
2 months before.
So
that,
we did it. If we're almost there, so it takes like 14 months. If it took the same pace, it'd be 14. So we'd be at like June, July. Maybe it could line up also because Phil usually not every year, but sometimes when they do come in, it's usually like the good part of the year or coming up to it, spring or summer, because they end up staying at her family. They got like a camp on one of the lakes, and so that's where they'll stay, is in the camp. Fucking. So we'd be in town and close enough. I'd be like, dude, could you possibly get away for fucking, I don't know, a few hours? Be the first guest. Slide into your producing role real quick. Just fucking look the shit up. Want you to talk too, but start auditioning for that role maybe. You're good enough, we'll let you do remote till you move home. But you do have to move home.
No, it's gonna start off as an internship.
Yeah. Here's my coffee order. No, fucking, that'd be funny though. Just be like fucking all blowing it up. Like, we got Phil coming on, first guest ever, guys. To the nobody that's listening. Yeah. And then fucking Phil, just because I know him, he'd just be real quiet probably the whole time. Like, I don't know what to talk about. He'd be like, that was it! We'd at least get a third person to laugh at. I think he'd be chocolate.
Yeah.
I think he would have liked the Taker. I know Phil would have got a kick out of that.
Taker's pretty.
Phil's a nice, quiet guy, but he got sick humor. He can appreciate some funny stuff.
No children were physically harmed in the making of this movie.
When I met Phil,
psychologically.
Yeah. When I met Phil, we were in 7th grade, and there was in the lunch line, you could go up and get, like, when you go through and shit, you could get ice cream. And one of the ice cream things was one of them solid popsicles.
Yeah.
Of a solid color on a stick.
Yeah.
Like the shape.
Like a regular
Yes,
popsicle.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it was like a lime green. And I'm pretty sure the flavor was lime. And he would call it, or like lemon limey or something. But it was like white. It wasn't green. It was like white, like, so, and solid, opaque. So basically the color of cum. So Phil called them jizzicles. Phil would get him and be like, oh, I got a jizzicle today. And then fucking we all, like, I would have never picked that out. I don't think any of the other, we had 4 core dudes that sat at our table all the time.
Yeah.
In 7th grade. I don't think any of the other 2 dudes or me would have fucking gotten it any other time. But we would, like, when we had extra money, fucking, I'd be like, which wasn't a lot for me, but sometimes I would save little coins and I'd be like, oh, I remember, I'm putting them out backpack and I'll get a jizzicle today. Because it's funny. Just because I would eat it and it's not bad. I liked it. But the whole point was because it was hilarious. Yeah. You just gotta be like, oh, I got a jizzicle.
Yeah.
The jizzicle day. Oh, and someone else would sit down and be like, oh, we'd be like, hey.
That's
because it looked like, because we're 7th grade boys and that was hilarious. He's like, it looks like cum. It looks like a frozen block of cum. I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna suck on it.
I'm gonna suck on it all lunch. Oh, we also, all right, when we were 7th grade, because again, we were 7th grade boys.
Oh, yeah.
We were little boys coming of age. Our bodies were changing. There's hormones in the air.
I remember.
Girls would wear fucking skirts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was maybe because we were a young enough level and it wasn't a big deal yet, and maybe they weren't quite so slutty and small, but they're definitely wearing skirts that were open on the bottom. So when we were in lunch and a girl was sitting at the right spot, far enough away, nobody blocking them, facing us, we would look to see if you could see just the panties. Like, we'd scope it out, and we'd call out the color. And we'd be like, the 4 of us would be sitting there, and one of us would be like, boo! And like, we don't start geeking and be like, where? I'd be like, dude, right behind me, but like turn your head like fucking like 3 o'clock or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but and they'd be like, "Ah, boo!"
I don't think
A fun little perverted
any
kid
of
game.
my lunchrooms were really set up in a way that we could do that.
Yeah, you just look and catch them. Be like, "Oh shit, look at that." They're facing you, and there's nobody on the other side of that table, or you're at an angle where you can see.
That's what I'm saying. The angle thing, like any of the rooms I could think of, you'd have to be like doing that.
Sometimes we had to do that. Yeah,
you wouldn't
sometimes.
be able to, like, look
Yeah,
ahead.
sometimes we'd have to. No, sometimes you could just sit there and like be looking and be like, "Oh, look over there," because it was far enough away and it's back far enough, but you can see it. Fucking. Sometimes we have to be like closer tables, not closer at the angle where we have to be like, or people were in wait,
That's
or drop something. Usually, we'd also.
Got my Pokemon cards.
This dude fucking, this dude David
Gotta pick them up one by
got
one.
us to start doing it. I think we would.
Dirtying up your first edition Shadowless Charizard.
Oh, we
Not
were.
knowing at the time you're wiping fucking pudding on it and you're destroying the home you could have had in 20 years.
No, we were. I wouldn't bring no Pokemon cards to school. We would do spitballs up at the fucking.
Jesus.
There was the ceiling, but they had like a little square where there was like it was metal instead of whatever else. Because probably there was some like electronics or something in there.
Yeah.
So they would stick. We found to that, but not to the rest of the ceiling if you got them good enough. So we would spitballs. Somehow not get caught. Fucking up, all of us just trying to get them to stick. And when we get one to stick, we'd be like, ah! And then the rest of the year, like we'd be coming back and shit. We'd be like, look, they're still up there. Like, yeah, like it'd be funny every time. Dude, I miss 7th grade lunch. That was the best lunch I ever had.
They're like glued up there.
Yeah, exactly. Got them just
like,
the right amount of spit, and they dry and they stay there. It's like, yes. Just the right amount of spit, just the right amount of ball, just the right enough force.
I think the only time I was in a lunchroom and I think I ever saw somebody try to do a spitball is we had these like round tables that we were sitting at, and somebody I think I was like say like at 12 o'clock, and then somebody at like 3 o'clock was trying to hit somebody at like 9 or 10 o'clock with a fucking spitball. And so like I have him like in front of me, but he caught him like trying to aim it up and he dodged it. And he had so much power behind this thing, dude. It hit this girl in the back of the head and she had like light fluffy hair. And you could see it like did a little like sonic boom effect to her hair when it hit her in the back of the fucking head.
Oh.
And everybody just heard and like tried so hard to not fucking
when you turn away from something you did and you'd all be trying to be like hunched over. It was always so obvious though.
Everybody's like screeching, trying not to laugh and shit.
Dude, we used to ball up papers and throw them.
But that was like the only time I think I ever seen somebody do a spitball and they fucked up. And I don't think anybody ever tried after that. They were like, "Nah, we're good. We don't want to get like expelled."
I can't remember.
Shit
Yeah, exactly.
Assault.
Jesus. Oh, Amazon. There you go.
Oh.
I remember.
yeah.
I can't remember what grade or class or if it was lunch or whatever, but or maybe it was all these different times. But I remember one time there was a bunch of us. It was a thing to do for a while where we'd ball up little pieces of paper, like rip them off and ball them up, and throw them in some kid's hair that had like curly hair or some kind of hair where it would stick in there, and we'd just be fucking trying. There'd be a bunch of kids behind him just throwing them in. Usually it'd be someone who's cool with you. I wouldn't like picking on somebody, but they'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we used to do it to my boy Alan, kind of, because you had to be like that.
That's good.
Yeah, that was always good fun. When I was in, what was it? It was 12th grade. Yeah, it was 12th grade because my counselor made me take, I told her I was going to get blown up in the military or whatever. Wasn't interested in college and was already I was already enlisted. She made me take. She would sign me up basically herself for AP Calculus and AP Physics.
Yeah.
And I dropped AP Physics because we have block days. Did you have that for? Well, you went to CNS. You did at least there. So because it was science, you have a lab day. So it had
I think I was at least, I think at some point at all my schools, I think I've experienced all the different ways that they break up your day.
I was mostly the block shit. So I had, because science I had a lab, so it's 3 of the 4 days. I dropped that. but it was either or. I didn't have enough credits or classes or whatever bullshit to drop both.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't trying in AP Calculus, the one I had to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with all my boys that were smart and shit. So I'm like sitting in the back with all them around me. That's where my seat was the whole year, right in the back. And I was doing bad for a while, not trying and not even like doing homework and shit. Cause I'd already been like, well, I'm not going and I hate math and it's too hard and I'm not doing it. Like I was one of them kids that got to like the advanced shit because I was smarter than the average kid, but I wasn't that smart. So at a certain point, like it outpaced me and I was like, fuck, this is over my head. So I fucking, I was just telling,
like, apply yourself.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I had been applying myself. I was done. That's why I worked so hard, they drove me to the Marine Corps. I was like, I can't do no more of this shit. I can't. I want to war crime it up. I'd rather be a bad person morally. No, I'm not saying everybody is. That's what I was going to do. No, but
that was my plan.
No. But so I was just sitting there after that point where I was like dropped the other one but couldn't get out, and I was just not doing shit. One day she handed out a test. I just doodled on it. I think I made like little drawings of like hot dogs and pizzas and tacos, and then I think I made a little goofy comic and I showed it to one of my buddies and he was giggling and stuff. Yeah. And then at the end, I handed it up and like, cause I handed it up to my buddy in front of me and he was like, they're dying laughing. Like, dude, you just doodled all over this? And I was like, yeah. And then it's cause they're all trying to get college and shit still.
Yeah.
Be good kids. And passed it up, and then she asked me after the class, she's like, so can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah. She's like, so why are you not trying? And I was like, well, I don't want to be in the class. She's like, well, why don't you drop it? And I was like, I can't. It was you or physics, and I dropped physics. And she's like, all right, well, she's like, so there's nothing you can do? And I was like, no, unless you can do something. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm stuck here, but I'm not going to do anything. And she's like, all right, well, just don't disrupt my class and be a nuisance. Like you are, because I was being funny. Like when my buddies were giggling, like you are. No, like because I was being good. Like when my buddies were giggling, I wasn't fucking disrupting class. It was, and they weren't stupid enough to like get in trouble. So it was all in the up and up. And she's like, well, I just won't give you papers like tests and homework and stuff anymore. I won't hand it out to you, and I'll just give you a 65 or whatever. If you just, if you got to be here. And I was like, all right.
That's a failure of the American education system.
No, that's perfect. I got a D- or whatever.
You did fail upwards. You didn't have to do anything.
I didn't fail.
65.
I didn't fail upwards anything.
You passed without doing anything. You failed.
It wouldn't have mattered if I passed or failed, though. It wouldn't have stopped me from doing anything.
I don't know.
It wouldn't have stopped me from doing anything.
American education system.
That's how it at least it works there. It's not like all I had to do. The only reason I was still in school at that point in the year was because I had more than enough credits. You had like 22 or something you needed. I had like 30 something. I had way more than credits than you needed. And the only thing you have to do of the requirement, the core things you need to do to graduate, including the credits, was 12th grade English and 12th grade social stuff, whatever that would be. For normal people, it was or it was econ and pig, but I had AP government. Yeah. So it was that's the last two things I needed to fulfill. So, and those go with the whole year. So I had to fucking be there the whole year. But everything else was just gravy. Like I was just getting extra credits. Like I still had an elective, I think, or two maybe at senior year. I think I might have dropped one. I ended up just dropping shit. Because I was like, oh no, I think 12th grade I took newspaper. It was either 11th or 12th. Newspaper was sweet. You didn't do shit. Yeah. Teacher was like, she was a teacher, but she would have to like leave after our class, which was not the last class of the day because she had to get to college because she was trying to finish her master's. So she was young and she was always tired and fucking didn't give a shit. She taught English mainly, a couple classes, but then she had this little elective.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's the kind, and she probably making like $35K and paying for school and shit, books. Dealing with a bunch of teenagers.
Dealing with you assholes?
Yeah, everybody in my class was like, there was no other like, kids that would be in any other honors class or nothing in the newspaper class.
Yeah.
It was all a bunch of bad kids just trying to get out, squeak, I need another half credit here and there, whatever it is. I was just there because like, well, I need to have this many certain.
I was taking the radio thing.
Yeah, you need a certain amount of classes still.
I was like, dude, it sounds kind of cool, and I get a credit for it.
Dude, 12th grade, I had every day but one. I had either early dismissal or late arrival or some combination of both. I think one of the days or maybe two of them, I would show up late, a block late, and I would leave a block early. It was dope.
I never had any of that.
Because I had a car I could use, and I had enough study halls and shit. at the end, like I had a study hall or an empty block, so I was like at the beginning and end of certain days, and I was like, so I can just leave, and they're like, yeah, just apply for the thing and you leave. When the bell rings, I'm in the crowd of kids that only one time I walked out, like on a day where I didn't have the early out. I was like, I just don't want to go to this class. My buddy's like, it's the end of the year, and you've never gotten in trouble for anything, so just do it. And I walked out with him mad nervous, and then he's like, all right, see? And I was like, all right, yeah. And I got in my car and we drove off. He got in his truck, I got in my car, I'm like, see you, buddy. And they never did anything. So like that teacher was just like, yeah, he's definitely absent, honest and unexcused. I haven't heard none, but whatever. He's a good enough kid. I think it was English or something. I mean, like, yeah, whatever. He's probably like, he's a good kid. Whatever.
I probably had to go get laid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm going home to play Call of Duty. That's what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, dude.
You're going home to blow some kids up?
Yeah, dude. I was literally going into fucking... What's the thing you could do in that? Oh, I was literally going home to fucking pull out a frag and cook it in my hand and run up to a teammate on hardcore and go, oh! Or kamikaze!
I used to like doing that to the enemy sometimes. If it was like
the enemy, it's hilarious.
Like,
I said
because I think back then we would do search and destroy like a lot.
Yeah.
Because the comms were forced open back then.
Yes.
And
it was beautiful.
That's why
it was a great time in this country's history.
And so like if it was ever like a time where it was like 3-1 or 4-1 or some shit, and we kind of like somewhat knew where the person was. Always suicide bomb.
Yes, if you can do it to an enemy who's like crouch hiding, you sneak up on them, it's fucking hilarious. Or if they're near a car that hasn't blown up yet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's great. But my favorite was getting on hardcore, search, team death, whatever, but hardcore, and doing it to your home, to the teammates, team killing. Just like, and they're like, yo, and then, or you run up, you're like, Allahu Akbar! And then once it happens the first time, everybody's like, when they hear you do it or see you running at them, holding your dudes like this, just jogging at them, holding something tight to them, they're like, yo, get away from me.
Well, I feel like the big thing back then, though, was the fucking RPG. You just go out of spawn and you would just jump up in the air and shoot the RPG at the ground.
Yeah, that was too easy.
Kill off like 4 people.
That was too easy. I did it my fair share. But
yeah.
But it lost.
Public matches? Oh, yeah.
But it loses its touch real quick. Because it's just like, especially that game didn't have the ragdoll physics or nothing. It's just kind of fall flat.
Yeah.
And it was boring. And then, you know what I mean? You had to wait mad long to come back in because you killed too many people. It was more fun to do creative shit. Like, constantly, like, use a perk or whatever if the games had perks at this point to get extra flashbangs or something. Or stuns, and just flash and stun the shit out of your guy like 3-4 times, however many times you could.
Right when they're like, especially if they're like fucking camping back with a sniper or something, just like bounce off of a windowsill so it looks like it came into the room.
I would do that. I think we brought it up. We were doing it to like, I think I talked about it before. We do it to this kid Phil.
Yeah.
And but the best is like to a teammate and you're like behind him.
Yeah.
So like he's like and then he doesn't know. And then when the first one's ending, you have the second one already coming out and it hits him and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And they say when you can't do something for like 35 straight seconds of Call of Duty, and then it's still bright white screen, but you see you got killed by whatever, and you're like, fuck. And then we're like, dude, I think it was a guy on the other team. I just seen him. He went around the corner. And we kept doing that, and it lasted for so many games until he was finally like, it's you guys. He caught somebody, and he was like, fuck you! And he wouldn't play with us, so we had to join in progress his games. And whether we were on his team or on the other team, I'd be on the other team so he could shoot at me, and his teammates could shoot at me, but I'd be trying to be all sneaky, and I'd join his game, and I'd just flash him, and flash him, and flash him. And then when you get him enough times, you'd hear him on like the kill cam when he killed you or whatever, being like, fucking asshole, and then he'd leave.
That's terrible. Yeah, I used to like to flash. I was thinking, well, it wasn't to the teammates, but there was one thing that I know used to piss off the enemy was, I don't even know the actual fucking name of it now because we didn't call it by its real name for so long. We called it Teleport Pro, but it was something that allowed you to like knife from farther away, And you essentially teleport. When you knifed, if your little ridicule thing was red,
Yes,
you
it
essentially
pulled you in.
teleported
Yeah,
across
it
the
pulled
map
you
and
in.
fucking
Yeah.
killed them. And I used to love
across the
running that
map?
shit. Well, it was when you got it to the normal, because this was when you could pro the perks. When you did a bunch of challenges, you got extra abilities in the perk.
Yeah.
So when you got teleport pro, it was whatever the real name of the pro edition of the real perk, but we just call it teleport pro. But when you got that, the distance that you could teleport like double.
Oh, it was like several yards.
Yeah,
so
it was
run
way
in quick.
further than ever.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was almost to the point where if somebody had a shotgun,
Yeah.
you always
Yes, because you could zigzag, and then you get them. I remember that because we would make classes specifically for like running with knives,
and
throwing knives and shit. The quickest class possible with sprint and marathon and whatever. And then you fucking like, this is my knifing class. I have
Commando. I think Commando Pro. It was Teleport Pro. No, Commando's dual.
Yeah, dual wield.
Damn,
yes.
no. What is? Darn.
I don't know. But yeah, that's great. That's great. You get to fucking pull in on them with a knife.
Oh yeah, people used to get so pissed.
Yeah, I had
and
that.
They used to think that you were lagging and shit.
Yeah,
and all that.
You're so good at it.
You don't even. Know
it was fun on like
game.
close maps too, especially because like you could respawn. Obviously in the search, that'd be crazy.
Dude, we'd be doing it in fucking 2v2s and shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like tight little, like when
pissing people.
You come up quick, people can't hear
that
you.
little baby ass ship map, and they be running around trying
got dead
to
silence on or whatever the footsteps one is.
They come through the door and you just teleport like 6 feet across the fucking
like
floor.
You could close the gap in the room just because the crosshair's red, or you throw a knife them.
Yeah.
My favorite was getting kids with the throwing knife skips, and they'd be like, "Ah!" See the kill cam?
Yeah, it skips across the ground, hits them in the cankle.
Or do like a crazy one where they skip the ground and hit, like if you're inside, hit the wall and like ricochet around 3 times and hit them, and you're like, "No way, I got that shit."
We've seen some wild. Well, everybody was like, "Oh, in the beginning,
dude, the beginning was the best when they first did it, and everyone was starting the game just chucking them toward the spawn of the enemy."
Yeah.
So
everybody would figure out exactly on both sides of all maps where to aim to hit them in the spawn. And if you were lacking by a second, you were getting hit by.
Not even that. You get lucky throwing them near enough where if they're all moving out in a crowd in a single line, bunched up like they probably are right off the jump, because everyone's ready to play usually for the most part, you're gonna at least get one dude in the bunch, and you get and fucking as you see it, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah. You hear the kids fucking like, fuck yeah! Yeah, that was the shit, dude.
My favorite map to get cross maps on, because realistically it shouldn't have been possible, but if you knew how to bounce them, you could, was I'm pretty sure it was like High Rise or some shit like that. The one that was on top of a building, it was like you were on top of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
And you started out in 2 offices across
yes, I know what you're talking about. Modern Warfare 2.
You would bounce it off the fuking middle floor, you could get it into the other side. If they turned that corner, it would just hit them right in the face.
Some of them were great. Oh, man. No, I don't.
Some of them were good.
No, I don't play no games like that. I just play Siege.
Yeah.
Siege kicks my ass. Siege is... I was doing pretty decent last few games I played.
Yeah.
Teams aren't.
I thought fucking... I don't know, fucking... Me and Jesse ain't been danking it fucking at all for like the past week or two, and Freak hasn't been on to dank it for like the past month. But I thought that this time of year would have been when everybody would be danking it, because Siege has that fucking hide and seek shit.
Oh, see, I don't even check the
dude, that's like the dopest game. Every year, from as far as I remember, that's where everybody would get on Siege to play.
Damn.
Hide and seek will come out. Everybody would be playing hide and seek, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be over in a day or two now.
I'm missing out. We got to play it.
Oh, that used to be the dopest shit.
The dopeness.
I had some of my funnest matches in hide and seek on fucking Siege, just literally hiding in a fucking corner and having somebody run directly past me.
Oh, I think I remember
and
that
just
game.
Dying.
I liked the. Remember when they fucking had the plane map back, but there was the colorful. I don't know if it was Easter or whatever. All the colorful character skins and shit, and the map was like a toy plane.
Oh, yeah. I think
that shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, they do some alright shit sometimes. I wish that instead of just taking them away, they had a separate playlist that just cycled through all the various fucking different events and shit.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because that would be fucking fun.
Did you do that? What the fuck is it? It was a more recent one, and by recent it could have been a year ago now, but it was fuck. You were playing like I think different monsters, two different sides of monsters,
Doctor's
and
Curse?
was that the Doctor's Curse? Where like your weapons were only like hammers and
It sounds about right. Because I know there was some event that wasn't that. I mean, there wasn't too long ago that you didn't have the normal
like
weapons of the
monsters and monster
characters.
hunters or something, yeah. And you didn't have guns, so like the monsters just I think they get attacked, but with their hands or something maybe, and then the hunters had like hammers and
Yeah.
axe and shit like that, like melee. Basically like a siege, like
Yeah.
the siege's the dude's hammer. What's his name? Is it Siege?
Sledge.
Sledge. That's what it is. So did they name a character Siege?
Cactus Siege. And then they named another one Rainbow.
Yeah,
And
Rainbow.
another one 6.
The 6-7. Yeah, 6, 6,
Dude,
7.
that should be the night. They should have an attacker named 6 and a defense named 7.
No, they should just fucking have change the artwork at the beginning of the game. The loading screen to say Rainbow 6-7. And it's like Ash doing this. Yeah. You got Tachanka going.
Oh, Tachanka. The beloved sweetheart of the whole series.
Yep.
Everybody loves a good Chanka.
Boom,
Oh.
boom, boom, boom.
I remember back in the very early days when that used to be a fucking menace. Man.
Yeah.
If you would see, if
Yeah.
you'd be peeking around and you saw the little feet spread out from his little thing
Yep.
set up, you'd be like, nope, you got to
Yep.
find another entrance.
Yeah. Dude, I hate that they took that away from him.
Yeah.
They made that because everything else they released, like, it was impossible to use.
Uh-huh.
It was already hard enough, but dude, it was so satisfying when you could get like you'd be set like 2 rooms back, so like you have like 3 door lines of sight through, and then you start blowing a hole in the undefended wall, and they're outside of it, and you're like, fuck it, you get one and you wound another, and fucking they're like, they're out in the hall, probably scrambling and ducking and running back down the staircase, like setting it up in like the basement of Hereford base or whatever, and being like they're coming in that way, and you're way in the back, just
Yeah.
keyed up. That was fun as fuck.
There used to be some fun plays that you could do. Now everybody's just fucking haphazardly fucking wiggling around fucking corners like fucking
I
crack
know,
fiends.
man. It's annoying. The whole game's kind of annoying, but sometimes I still do decent enough.
Yeah, I mean, after like the first like game or so, the first game it's hard. I gotta like get back used to the game. I don't play it enough to where like, I forget that like you can't like jump and shit like that and stuff sometimes, and I'm like, oh damn, that's right, you can't jump. Because like I'll know somebody's over somebody like over the other side of the wall, and I want to jump to shoot them. And I'm like, oh, I can't. I gotta like try to peek this kid, and then they're like doing that dumb shit. And I'm like, God damn you! And then they get me. And
Man,
whatever,
annoying.
bro.
That's the thing. I'm
it.
not gonna play the game like that where I'm gonna be wiggling my guy back and forth.
No, I'm good.
I'll turn to get an angle, but I'm not gonna do it to try to neo bullets.
Dude, that would give me a fucking headache.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's not fun. Like it's why gotta be that competitive? You know what I mean?
If you were competing for like on a stage or some shit, yeah, do
that game
But
shit
don't-
on if you were on an esports team.
We're in fucking
Like, can we just-
casual
Yeah,
ranked
exactly.
matches. What
Like,
are you doing?
You also got off a shift in the job you hate tonight, and you're eating a microwave dinner in your lap probably right now. The odds are probably pretty close, or you have at some point recently. It's not a far cry for you to do that, even if it's not microwave. It's some sad dinner. It's not great.
Yeah.
Fast food, like it's in your lap right now while you're playing Siege. You're nearby, and you're doing the same shit, dude. Like, why can't we just fucking like camp?
Chill.
Camp, that's fine. Don't be wiggling.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I want to get. I thought about.
everybody wants to be.
I thought about getting Battlefield 6, 7. And everything I'm seeing about it is just people being like, it's too much like Call of Duty, it's fast. And I'm like, I don't want the
Well,
slide
now you don't have to
canceling-
pay for it.
Why not?
Just play the battle royale. It's free.
I don't want to play a Battle Royale. I want to play the regular shit with like
Well, I'm saying you can play the battle royale and see if you like how the
Oh,
game
yeah,
handles
I
and
guess.
the guns and shit like that
Probably
and
shitty.
stuff before
Probably
you
shitty.
invest money into the game.
I
But
wouldn't just
people
buy
are
the game
saying you
outright. I'd
should.
always try a demo or something if I wasn't that sure on a game. I haven't bought a game like that sight unseen in a hot minute.
You're a demo.
I am kind of a demo of a person, like
Yeah.
halfway there.
You get up to a certain percentage.
And it never
and it just
finishes. Yeah, it like
stops.
stops and it says, "Please visit
Thanks
local."
for
Yep,
playing.
thanks for playing. Now in stores.
Dude, that fucking tripped me out fucking learning that years after the fact that not all of them, but a lot of those little, like if you, how I normally got my demos was I bought that magazine. I forget which one it was, but there was some magazine that you would get like a demo
Game
disc
Fact?
in and it would have like 4 or 5 different
Or
demos on it.
Game Shark?
Something. I don't think it was Game Shark. That was a
Game
cheating
Fact?
device.
Game FAQ or something?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember I don't even think I fucking read the articles or nothing. I think I just specifically got it to get that little disc.
Was it Game Fact?
I don't think so.
No. Game Freak.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. That sounds closer. But anyway, I learned like several years after the fact that a bunch of those little demo discs that you could get in that manner or whatever, like where you would buy a product and then you would get a demo disc to it. Yes, when we as children would play through them, they would stop at a certain point. But there was a good number of them that actually, if you were, technologically advanced person, you could actually get past that. And the whole game was actually on some of those discs for certain. Like I know one that happened with was Spyro.
Like
There
on
was
accident?
No. That's just how they were because
I gotta get in here.
there was, I mean, technically there wasn't a way for them at that time or for certain games, I guess, with how games were written and coded, you couldn't just put like 20% of the game on the disc because you still needed the whole source code and all of the textures and all of the assets, or the game doesn't work without it because like certain other things will break and stuff like that.
Oh, thank God. You see that? That little pocket.
What was that for?
If my key fob's not working, like if your battery's dead and I just put in this fucking battery, it's probably because it's cheap batteries and they're old, maybe the little watch battery. I've only had to do it a few times. The Chevy GM's got this little transponder pocket somewhere, usually in there. And you slip the key right in it because I don't know why. It's like that's how you put a key in. That's the fit. Like if that's not working, like it wasn't. I don't like that shit. That was too many times and not working. Usually, if I hold it close and press it enough and keep doing it on a few times, it'll go.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. Good luck.
Oh, it's Amazon. Got about here late. Gotta finish up. Must not have taken the apartments from them today.
Is that Amazon guy? Oh, I thought it was a fucking trick-or-treater, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's what
I thought it was some teenager.
Nah. Oh, he's got a helmet on already. He's geared out.
Oh, yeah, I see the outfit now. He got that ice jacket. They never gave me no jacket that ice. Yeah,
I got
probably
a whole
wrap
bunch of gloves.
wrap her up shortly. That's cool. They never gave me no gloves, I don't think.
I got a shit ton of gloves.
They gave me these pants.
I did originally grab one pair, and I set down my bag to actually try it because I didn't want to take them if they didn't actually even fit because I didn't want to just take them to throw them away. You can throw them away then. So I tried them on and they actually fit, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I left with the gloves, and I forgot my fucking lunch bag because I had set it down. So I got all the way out to the car and shit, and I was about to leave, and I was like, wait, where's my goddamn lunch bag? And so I clicked, and then I went back in, and I was like, yo, you might have to take a second pair of the gloves since they actually fit. And he was like, dude, take a whole fucking bag of them. And I was like, oh, sweet, all right. And so I grabbed the whole bag of them.
I didn't give me
cool,
shit.
I got a whole bunch of gloves now. I got gloves for winter.
They gave me...
I could wear like a new pair like every couple weeks.
I had the one short sleeve shirt, I think, polo or button-up thing. I had these pants right here. And they gave me the little vest. And I think I don't think I had a beanie. I think I would have kept the beanie. They didn't give me a beanie.
I got a beanie. I want one of their little cool rain hat things. It's like an adjustable one.
That's dope.
Normal ones I see aren't adjustable. I want one that's adjustable, but I don't want to pay for one. I think they should get them in again and then give me one.
Yeah.
Since I'm an employee.
My shit was like you had to hit a certain metric or whatever.
Oh. You gotta have a certain metric to be prepared for
Or be there
weather.
a certain amount of time. Yeah, they're not just gonna give you shit for free. It costs money. That's not your DSP owners cheap. They're all cheap.
Oh, they've got me shit. I just got some pants the other day.
You get some pants. You need pants, man.
I haven't worn them yet.
God damn it.
I plan on going back when another guy's there and being like, "You got some pants." I don't like doing laundry 2 times a week, dude.
Yes,
And I don't like wearing. I mean, occasionally, yes, they don't. It's not a bad enough day, and like I get out at decent hours, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll let them air out, and I'll fucking wear them not the next day, but the day after, and I only gotta do laundry once that week. But once I'm doing overtime and shit like that, nah, dude, they start getting stinky and shit, and I don't want to start my day in stinky clothes because then I'm gonna feel dirty all day. And I mean, I'm by myself. There's no reason I should have to feel dirty.
You should feel dirty. Oh, man.
I like feeling dirty.
Oh. Feeling dirty right now. I'm dirty. I came here from work.
Terrible.
Oh, that's how dedicated. I went to my second job.
Yeah.
Yep. But I get paid nothing. I get paid not a dollar. Not yet. Come on, folks.
Not until it becomes your third.
Yeah. It'll be my third job soon. I got 3 jobs. I only get paid at 2.
There you go.
There you go. Loose in a bag.
Oh.
Yeah. Buy those tickets. Buy that merch. Sign up for that Patreon. No, like and subscribe and comment. Comment anything. Comment anything. If you're not,
Comment that we're terrible people.
if you're not people we know, comment something. Let us know that there's one more. I don't know how it's like 50 fucking downloads at least a day. I don't know where they're coming from because they're not all us.
No.
So
I don't be listening like
and
that.
it can't be those guys either. It can't be accumulation. And we're not all listening to it like 14 times.
No.
So shout out everyone listening, whoever you are. You know, keep the pepperoncini out of the box and don't be baby dicking.